fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
Cruising with Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with
Welcome back to Cruising with Steak. Grimsteak here, coming at you live on Grimerica FM, the place where all the podcasts happen, probably. And what do we got here? It's November 19th, 2019. Fuck yeah. It's going to be a great night tonight, guys. We got a lot planned. We got nothing planned, but we got this. It's what we do. Let's introduce all these people. He's the peanut butter to my jelly, Mr. James Cruz, coming at me.
Yeah, it's Tuesday night.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. Bring
back.
the energy. Bring the energy. Fucking words aren't even working. We also got Mr. Jerry Cthulhu with us.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up? And we also got Mr. That Guy.
Easily I approach CwS because I ain't no joke.
No, there it is. All right. And we got Mr. B-Strut.
What's up, beautiful people?
Beautiful man.
Stree butt.
We also have Mellow Horse with us.
So no hard feelings? Oops.
None at all.
And we got the lovely Suzanne.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
Hello.
It's great. We
Good.
got a special guest joining the fray tonight. We got Mr. Darren Grimes from the Grimerica show.
No.
Oh no!
Hi.
Hey,
Darren.
what's up, man? How's it going?
What's going on?
Hey, Darren.
How are you?
Doing good.
Good,
How are you?
How's your pee-pee?
Good.
Don't you mouth off to me or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
Oh man.
Somebody take that button away from him.
Yeah, James.
It's not gonna happen.
That tonight. It's not gonna happen.
I did make him a couple of new Trump ones. So.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta. Yeah. How am I gonna do this? Never mind.
Never mind.
Ooh.
Oh hell yeah, that was.
What
nice.
was that?
It was AOL Instant Messenger. Somebody's on AIM right now. God,
Wow.
I thought they got rid of AIM. Okay,
Did they?
boomer. Yeah, dude.
Oh, wait, man. AIM's
I don't
not
think it's a
boomer.
thing anymore.
I'm Jerry.
It just goes straight from ready to fire now. There's no more aim.
Is that a snake in your bed, Grim Steak?
Yeah. With this one? Or
Yes.
that? No, that's a blanket. That's not a
It's a
snake.
grim snake.
No, but he is happy to see you.
Absolutely. Darren, how's it going? Haven't seen you in forever.
Has it been forever?
I mean, at least forever.
Wow.
It feels like forever.
And a day.
And a day and a week,
Mhm.
maybe. I'm good. Yeah. Good. Never better.
Yeah. Just Grimerica doing wonderful things. Bigger and better things.
I guess, yeah. Same old. And the chorus.
Same old. I think your guys that you keep adding stuff weekly. I swear to God, it's like always something coming out.
We just keep throwing more shit on the pile.
I just listened to Graham read a book about fascism.
Once you get to once you get a good dumpster fire going, it's best to just keep
Yeah.
throwing stuff
Just-
on.
Yeah, just stoke it.
Yeah.
Keeps you warm in the long Canadian winters. Yeah.
Stoke it, stoke it.
I guess we should come up with something to do for episode 400.
Whoa.
Oh, shit, 400
Oh,
already?
man.
That's insane.
I think you should have those cool hosts of Nox Mente on.
We should do that.
Yeah, we got to do like a giant jam, dude.
That's too
Like,
much.
yeah,
Like those fandangos
Wow.
that we do around Christmas.
yeah.
That shit's wild, man. It's basically like this, but
Last year was
crazy.
fun. Yeah.
they're fun every year.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna
Did we
that
do
again
it
this year.
last Christmas?
Yeah, we did. We've
yeah.
done one the past 3 years in a row. I gotta text Micah. Just
Wasn't
get
I-
it. Get
Oh.
it.
Was I driving around in Winnipeg?
You might have been. No, I think you guys were in studio.
Could have been.
I'm pretty sure you're in studio.
When did we do it? Did we do it like over the Christmas break?
Yeah, it was like
I
a
would-
week,
I would
it was like
imagine.
the week before Christmas. we
Oh,
did it.
yeah. I've been in studio then.
Oh.
When are we going to do this year's then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll start a group text. We'll make it happen.
Set a date.
The Fandango. It's got to happen. It's tradition.
We need another Leopardy. You
Fucking Leopardy.
gotta get a hold of
Oh,
Felix
yeah.
again, dude.
God,
Wait,
Leopardy.
Leopardy?
Leopardy kind of was a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, dude, that was ridiculous. That was
It
like
was
4
insane.
hours. 4 hours on a Sunday just doing Jeopardy quiz show.
Oh yeah, it was fun for like fucking 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've had enough of this shit. Did we win? I think we did.
Yeah, I think we figured it was a tie.
I don't know. It was a tie. You won one, and then we did a rematch
Because there was
game.
like 45 potheads keeping score, so nobody
Yes.
could figure out what was going on.
And we were relying on the audience to take the score.
Let me go ahead and take the win.
You're
So
gonna go ahead and take
45
the win.
45 potheads keeping score means that you get at least 91 scores.
At least 91
Well,
scores, probably.
Well, there was controversy at the end where we come back and won.
There's always
So
controversy.
there's a split. So you got to go the best out
There
of
might have
three.
been some controversy that you came back and tied.
Yeah,
Tied,
I think
baby.
that might have been it.
Fun is a
Something like
pretty strong word.
Yeah.
Anyway, what episode are you guys on now?
that. This is
Man.
Is this 130? This is 130. Yeah, 130. And that's just the main episodes. We also release a shitload of bonus episodes that aren't even numbered. So it's probably really
Yeah.
like maybe 145.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yes, you guys are catching up.
Yeah,
It's
never catch up. Dude, honestly, just being on Grimerica FM, just having this weekly schedule, just something to do. It's been great. Just being able to
it's added this
fucking
like
not have to
bonus
book
thing to the
anything.
week. Yeah. Like something to look forward to. People listen. It's pretty cool.
I think you guys are the most popular show on the network.
I think we're the oldie show on the network.
yeah, that remembered about it.
And then
says-
there's about 15 episodes of each podcast on there that have been rotating for the last year.
yeah, we need to get
We just
together
hired
and
a station manager. We'll see.
yes, yeah, I got a guy. He's in this chat that might want to be a station manager.
I already am.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
actually looking at it right now.
Oh, that would be great, man. If we could get the ball rolling and just kind of revamp that whole thing and not really revamp it, but just get things updated. Yeah. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, it sounds cool. The bumpers are fun. Everything's a little fun
There's
in
always
it. You
people
know,
listening
yeah,
to it.
yeah.
There's always people tuned in.
Like
I mean,
anytime I hit my browser, it's always playing on my phone. You know, it's cool, man. That's where I listen to No Agenda is on there.
Mm.
I mean, because that streams every time it goes live.
Does it?
Yep.
Yeah, Adam started with the simulcast.
Interesting.
Yep.
I think Nick
Wow.
the Rat simulcast's on there too.
I just get the bill.
Well, thanks, dude.
I think the bill came in today, actually.
Uh,
But
That's why-
that'll be good because if that gets rolling good, then I'll up it and we can get the app and stuff going.
that would be dope.
Fuck yeah, I'm
Yeah, if we had
sure-
an app going, yeah. Oh man.
I'll up my subscription to Grimerica because I just canceled like every other Patreon that I have except Grimerica. I left that on there. I was like, I keep donating. This Cruising
Yep.
Mistake wouldn't exist without Grimerica.
No doubt. Yeah. Oh man.
God, hate mail just keeps pouring in. We're gonna have a pretty
Uh-oh.
good segment.
This is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be a good segment.
Darren, man, you guys have been lighting a fire with some guests lately, man. What's been some of your favorite ones in the last like month or so?
Ooh, favorite in the last month?
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many, dude. Yeah, like,
Huh.
I mean, you're knocking them out. Like, I
I
mean,
gotta say, Randy Powell.
dude, that was good.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
That definitely stands out. Who else do we do that day?
That whole day, yeah.
Oh, and Hotep, Brian Sharp, Hotep Jesus.
Oh yeah,
That was a
right.
good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an interesting cat. Bit of a, I don't know what to make of him. I do
Yeah.
not know what to make of him.
What was the craziest story he told you?
He didn't really get into anything too crazy on
Yeah.
our show. On our show, we kept it pretty tame, but he said some stuff on Twitter that I'm like, wow. But then on the other side, he said some stuff on Twitter that's some of the most brilliant stuff I've read. So that's kind of, a lesson and just, you should just let everyone speak and just take
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh. Everybody
Yeah, I
has
had
some value to say. You can get a little bit of value out of everyone. There's a lot of shit though that you just gotta wade through.
Yeah, I was hanging out last night in that little chat we had going in that Grimerica the Discord voice channel. There was like, man, there was Mello was in there. Yeah, there was a bunch of us in there, and B-Strut. Like, there's a whole initiative like undertaking going on, but there was also other conversations, and that was one of them. The whole like this day and age, and how to bring up topics without like stepping on eggshells, and I think it just all relates to you can only like make yourself happy. You can't make everybody else happy, you know?
Yeah, and everybody's gonna get triggered.
Yeah,
by something.
yeah, it's gonna get
so,
triggered as fuck.
It's so divisive right now, man. And
Yeah.
people pick their sides, and they think that their sides are right, and they will fucking die on a hill for it.
Yeah,
it's everybody just needs to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I think people take themselves way too seriously, and that's part of the problem.
I reserve the right to be wrong about everything I say.
No doubt, dude. Why not?
Man. I preface everything I say.
So you got that to contend with as well. Since in the last like 20 years, I went from liberal to conservative to libertarian to fuck them all.
Yes, yeah.
And from atheist to I don't know what.
To know what to think. Yeah,
I've gone from atheist to polytheist.
Yeah, there's something going on. There's
I don't know
definitely
what.
nothing.
Jackpot.
So Darren, you're like ANCAP now, yeah?
What's that? Sorry,
ANCAP,
I don't know. What that
anarcho-capitalist.
Yeah, I always hear anarcho-capitalist. Why don't you break that down, that guy? This is a word that I hear, but I don't understand.
It's if you think of it like somebody who's think of it like a regular libertarian, but is willing to apply force for stupid shit.
And into cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah, and into cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Okay.
Willing to apply force for stupid shit? Like, what do you mean?
Are there Jankos involved, or like skinny jeans?
Yeah.
Well, if there's Jankos, they end up around your ankles. That's
okay.
So does that mean like
Jankles?
Jankles. I love it.
Bojankles.
If the ankle cuffs are wider than the waist, then they're probably Jankos.
That's what she said.
I know Darren had some Jankos.
Yeah, probably.
Of course you did.
I might be wearing some now.
Yeah.
Pajamas.
My
I don't
pajama.
know. I don't think that works either. Because if it just goes to is that the same as anarchy, basically? I mean, right now, I think we're kind of merging from capitalists into some sort of hybrid of cap. I mean, we're already a hybrid of capitalism and socialism.
Right. You guys are a test breeding ground up there for that.
Well, I mean, you guys have a ton of fucking social dragnets, too. They're just not as
It's down here.
Yeah.
It's starting. And I'm not convinced that's a terrible thing. The main problem is probably just that they're all fascists and stealing our money, and there's no real bidding, and it's not transparent. So it's just a bunch of people giving their buddies money. It's just a disaster. I mean, I don't know where I fall in on that, to be honest. I can see all the arguments of not wanting to pay for other people's stuff, but
yeah, that's tough.
then it's also if we've got all this money and we're super rich, then, we can have these fancy roads and everything else. And maybe, we should have some fucking doctors for people. But when labor comes into question, I can see that side of things too. So I don't know. It's a fucking mess. I don't have an opinion on that.
Yeah.
My opinion would be that none of the isms are ever going to work as long as we're because if we go to anarchy or volunteerism or whatever, then people are going to fucking gang up with guns and start taking shit over.
Yep.
So this is the difference between ANCAP, right? So the idea of ANCAP, and I'll give a shout out to Booty Rooter, who totally nailed it in the chats. He describes it as that it's completely unregulating the marketplace and actual physical space. So that's kind of the core of it. What you typically hear from folks. Yeah, what you typically hear from folks is that the foundation of it is kind of this non-aggression policy, right? So this is where the force policy comes in. Non-aggression policy is nobody initiates force against anybody else, but once somebody does, it's kind of game on. That's the opposite
Right.
side of that.
Okay.
So, but I don't trust the private sector any more than I trust the government.
Yeah, it's true.
I live in Canada where the corporations already fucking own the place. Like, like everyone thinks we're socialists. We're a cross between socialists and corporatism, which is basically fascism by the old original definition, as far as I can tell, because it doesn't matter who the fuck I vote for, nothing changes.
Yeah, that's tough.
Well, it's not just the corporations own stuff in Canada. It's the Crown sponsored banks. There's Crown sanctioned banks that own stuff in Canada. Here, it's the banks that own stuff, but we have foreign investors that own the banks. So basically, everybody outside the company is financing, or everybody outside the country is financing stuff here.
Here, it's to the point that the new developments don't let you set up shop unless you're an established chain.
Mm-hmm.
So the corporates are in bed with the developers and everyone else to make sure mom and pa is actively out of the fucking question.
Yeah, because how are you going to start up a business? I mean,
you can't. In my town right now, you cannot open up a fucking coffee shop. You can't. Period. They let the Starbucks come to town and they let Tim Hortons come to town, and that's it. There's no more.
You little piglet
There's no more coffee shops.
Now, didn't Tim Hortons get bought by Burger King?
Probably. Who knows?
Dude, they did. I got a story about that later in a segment we can do.
All right.
So, I mean, Canada's a mess. It's coast to coast, the same shit. It's just, we've become such a cookie cutter country. It's disgusting.
You guys, Trudeau got reelected too, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that's...
with the minority government.
Like you said, it doesn't really matter anyway. Nothing
I don't
changes.
think any of that really matters.
Yeah.
It's all just...
So no hard feelings?
No.
I'll tell you, I travel a lot in the shoe business. You guys know this.
We do.
The thing that I find almost everywhere is that the same fucking brands are everywhere. It's not just Canada. It's like you can't go anywhere in Canada where you're not seeing things like Timmy's and McDonald's and the stuff that you expect to see. Hudson's Bay is everywhere. Of course, Walmart is everywhere. But those things are spread everywhere.
Global.
I went to frickin' Manila, and there's a Timmy's in Manila. I shit you not.
The corporations are the true
It's way worse if we just take. I can see if you take all the regulation off everything, I'm not convinced that, the garbage in the Pacific Ocean and the shit dumping into the water system and all that other shit isn't going to get a whole lot worse.
No, man, because as long as there's greedy corporate scum. Yeah, shitty people. Exactly.
We got to make better humans. Let's concentrate on that. Let's quit arguing about which ism needs to be governing us and worry about raising our fucking kids and being nice to your neighbor and maybe taking our
this
from the fucking
this shit right here. Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, totally.
We are so focused. We are so focused on the macro fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new term for me. Macro fuckery. We are so focused on the macro fuckery that we completely forget about the person that's standing right next to us. Might be family. Might be a friend that we've known for years. Might be the neighbor that we've lived next to and have never spoken to. And we are so wrapped around the axle about what's being presented.
Kyle.
Yes, being presented to us on television, and we completely lose track of what's important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all focused on a shit show going on TV right now with this impeachment bullshit.
Yeah,
it's just a fucking bear on a unicycle juggling. That's all it is.
We were having this conversation earlier about the bear.
Dog and pony show.
It actually happened, eh? I didn't think we'd actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what's going on, to be honest.
Nothing, dude. It's a dog. It's a show.
It's going so horribly wrong that I don't think CBS covered the hearings today. They dropped coverage because their ratings was killing their ratings. So they just said, "Fuck it, we're not gonna cover the story anymore."
This is worse than watching paint dry.
I am completely oblivious.
Same here. I don't know. Yeah.
So for for those outside the United States that are not privy to our riveting coverage of our political crisis here, and by riveting I mean it feels like somebody's driving a rivet through my head. The thing that's been going on for the past 2 days, actually, is it 2 days or 3 days? I guess it's 3 days. The thing that's been going on is there's been this endless parade of literally who sitting in front of 435 of our lower house assembly members, for those parliamentarians that are being asked questions about why is the orange man bad, and they'll say something along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing here, the orange man is a cow tipper.
Okay.
And he's repeatedly tipped cows, and it's terrible for the country, and I'm worried for the future. And then that's the majority leader is asking, or the person that's representing the majority is asking this question. So then there's some other questions, and we unpack a little bit about how the orange man is bad about tipping cows. And then the minority person comes on and says, okay, so let me ask you about this cow tipping business. Have you ever been around the orange man when he actually tipped a cow? No. Have you ever talked to anybody who's tipped a cow and actually has confidence that this orange man has tipped a cow? Well, no. Have you ever heard someone directly say that they've tipped a cow in the presence of the orange man, or that the orange man has tipped a cow in their presence? No. Do you know what a cow is? No, I don't really know what a cow is, but I hear that the orange man has tipped a cow.
Jeez. So
what does tipping mean? I really can't answer that question. It's not in my wheelhouse.
But
it is.
What's
and how many farmers did you tell about that tipping? I can't discuss that.
Yes.
But it's like, what's going on? What's going on right now when all this fucking circus is happening? What's really going on?
I can tell you exactly what's going on. They're extending a bunch of Patriot Act provisions that were going to expire.
No, they're not.
Bitches.
That's not true.
No?
No. They're exploiting the lax rules of impeachment and building anti-partisan hatred. I don't know what the correct word for it is, but they're building hatred against the Republicans and Trump. That's all they're doing is by prolonging this more and more and more, they're making people angry with Trump for having started the whole thing, even though he did nothing.
Wait, so this
Patriot Act business? Same time?
The whole idea of this is to make people hate Trump enough so the Democrats win in 2020, because they don't have a platform, they don't have a good candidate with a good platform, and they have no chance of winning against Trump unless they smear him, to the ground.
Do you think they really care, though? I don't think anyone expects anyone but Trump to win. I don't think anyone really cares, if I'm super, super honest.
It doesn't, dude. It's a temp position. Who gives a shit? But Booty Rooter just said that they are extending the Patriot Act with no new changes for 3 months. So that is happening.
Well, there may be some provisions in there that Barr's going to use against the FBI folks that he's going to indict very soon.
Oh, Jerry, that's so cute. That's so cute.
Don't take the easy one.
I bet a shiny new quarter there's going to be indictments.
I'll have a shiny new quarter ready. Oh, Jerry, if they went back in this podcast and pulled all the clips of when indictments were supposed to be getting pulled, we'd have an hour.
We must
show.
be at like 50,000 indictments by now.
Oh, dude, there's
there's not enough trees, dude. We're out of trees.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm not talking about that bullshit Q-tard stuff.
Okay.
I'm talking about AG Barr's speech on Friday. Go listen to it. He's got indictments coming.
I have to say thank you to Tim Stake for in the chats for asking the question of the witness. Show me on the cow where the orange man tipped you. Absolutely freaking priceless.
There's at least 70,000 sealed indictments. But what's
bullshit.
Okay? Well, the Q-tard shit. Now I'm intrigued because I've heard that Q is gone, and now I've heard that Q's back.
Q's back. He went dark for 93 days.
Exactly 93 days.
Oh, wait a second.
Which is
Crowley's
93
number. Million miles away.
Yeah, that's Alistair Crowley's number.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
It's fucking meme magic, man.
It's meme magic. So Q's back. Can you confirm that? Like, how did he confirm it? Like, how is this? That guy I know you follow.
His trip code.
All right. Okay. Okay, so I'll try to give you the short version. So the part of Q's identity, he was using a trip code on 8chan, and apparently the servers for 8chan were offline but somehow preserved. And when 8chan came back online as 8kun, they were using the same servers. Yeah, it came back as 8kun.net or org or something. I forget what it was, but there's an onion.
Who decided that was a good idea? There's
an
some random
who said it? I didn't say it was a good idea. I'm just saying it's happening. So when it came back online, it came back online first on an onion router with an onion address, and then thank you for the QWeeb comment, poop flinger. The person came back and started posting again with the same trip code. Can we believe that? I have not worked on the math yet. Possibly. There's a 100% chance that it is or is not the original Q.
It seems
I could have sworn somebody spoofed the trip code on 4chan way back when, which caused the whole confusion about which is the real Q.
Well, it doesn't seem like Q's just a big fucking, it's
told me it was a LARP.
It's a CIA.
It's 100% LARP. 100%.
It is a psyop.
It's a CIA psyop.
100%.
They're running this whole impeachment thing. This whole thing's a deep state op.
Wait, what if it's a DOD
They own the media.
Because isn't Trump isn't there like a huge war between the DOD and the CIA, and like Trump's kind of on team DOD, and then like the CIA is kind of.
Hope it ends up being like Logan Paul or
the
something.
best thing Trump could do is
Logan
dissolve
Paul.
the CIA.
Yes.
Just executive order CIA.
That
You're
dude
done.
lives down the road from me. Logan Paul? Yeah,
Logan Paul lives down the road from you?
Yeah, he's from Cleveland. He lives right down the road in Westlake.
So
hey, would you do me a favor and tell that fucker that he still owes me $20?
He's got the money.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Said he wanted to give you a blowjob.
No. I want my $20. Make of that what you will.
I'd probably
You got a better blowjob for $20 from somewhere else.
Evidence is uncontradicted that the
Here, I got
president used
something.
taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election. The complaint that I've heard from Republicans all last.
That must have been his chair, right?
This is the best part. So he blew that big fart. Didn't think anyone could hear it, right?
Yeah.
It's during an interview on Hardball. So he denies it up. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
It wasn't me. It was the dog.
Yeah.
It was the dog.
No. Hardball puts out a tweet with Chris Matthews that it was a mug scraping across the desk.
Yeah.
You can buy this mug. It's a Hardball mug, and they have an ad.
No.
I swear to God.
No way.
Oh, I'm not saying that they didn't say that. I'm not saying that they didn't say that. I'm saying that it wasn't a mug.
Dude, whatever producer had the quick mind of turning it into an ad for selling mugs. Oh my God. Props to that dude. or woman.
That was not a mug. He shit his pants on television. In fact, in fact, I think he shat my pants. And I'm in a different zip code.
Yeah.
I think he just shat out of his mouth. When you're wired for television, I mean, you get the microphone pinned onto your lapel, or they're using the boom mic.
Anyone who heard the call?
Too much going on.
Oh, sorry.
It's bone conduction.
In order for that mic to pick up the fart, it would have had to been a massive fart.
This is the stupidest conversation ever. Let's talk about Prince Andrew. Let's talk about Prince Andrew.
Look at where
Did Prince Andrew fart on television?
He's standing in the upper part of a dome enclosure in the Capitol building.
Yes.
It's like a giant echo chamber. And he's
yes. If you've ever been in that dome.
His ass is facing the back, the opening.
Dude,
so,
if they had him standing in that particular spot, Jer, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. There's a particular spot where if you stand there, you can hear everything. You can hear everything.
It's like
he should have just fessed up and said, "Yeah, I farted."
Own that shit. That's right.
I fart.
Farted.
Everybody
I fart on
farts
Trump every day. He could have turned it into a total anti-Trump message.
Exactly.
And if
It
you
would've
listen,
been.
yeah, if you listen real close on the other side of the hall, you can hear
And
it.
you need to come on down to the cellar. I got a whole freezer full of popsicles.
He needed to tee it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
If he wanted to use that, he needed to tee it up. And as for Trump,
What is going on?
Right, because his asshole's not used and abused like Swalwell's. Swalwell's farts
yes,
usually
sir.
sound like this.
Oh,
Jer.
jackpot.
Big Swallow's a little too old for old man rapey.
Old man rapey.
But he wasn't when he was 10.
Prince Andrew was what's up with him? Apparently,
Oh man, well he did an interview with
yeah, he did some kind of.
He doesn't
I am
remember
so
anything.
surprised.
speaking
He
of
could sit
rapey
there
at 10,
with
how
his
about that,
pants
Prince
on
Andrew?
fire. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, I know, right?
Pants on fire.
Oh, I get it because he's a liar. That's good, Suzanne.
liar. Pants on.
Yeah, that was crazy. What was that Pizza Express or something he was at?
Oh,
some
God.
kind of, some
And
kind of
then he
pizza
said-
place.
He
I don't
said he
sweat.
didn't want to be a chicken.
Yeah.
I'm like, who says that?
Right.
Like, you
So
can say, I didn't want to be immature about it. Like, I didn't want to be a chicken about it. What?
He's a little long on the tooth to be talking about chicken. I'm just saying.
That Pizza Express place, if it's the same one that Clinton talks about going to, which
Oh,
I
man.
I tweeted about that last week.
Mhm.
Right. I thought I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a town called Woking.
Yeah. A Woking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Woking,
that's what he did say. Yeah.
So the best
Woking is between London and Farnborough.
I know. The best part of the Prince Andrew interview that I thought was the funniest part was he said, "I have a condition which, as you may know, I can't sweat."
It couldn't be me. I don't sweat.
I don't sweat. What are you talking? What are you, a dog? You know,
Yeah.
come on, no.
Well, no,
humans-
because he got shot at, Jerry.
Well,
people
this whole
can't
Yeah,
thing's just.
sweat.
he shit
No,
his
he
pants
said it's a
then, too.
medical
Oh, no, that was a
condition
different guy.
His pores don't sweat. Is what he said.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
they
It's
what's-
impossible.
Something's going on right now because it's like they have him and all that shit, and then there's something going on with the guards that were guarding Epstein. Like they're
Yeah.
like under like what's going on?
They
with
got
that?
arrested.
No, they got arrested. Yeah.
They got
Like,
arrested by
yeah,
the FBI. Conspiracy.
charges. Yeah.
Prince Andrew.
No, that's not why they arrested them. No, they arrested them
One of the
because they're federal
charges.
employees.
were
They arrested
charged
them
with
because they're federal
conspiracy.
employees, and it was dereliction of duty.
They were charged with conspiracy. Look it up.
Prince Andrew was?
No. The
No,
the
the
Epstein
Epstein guards.
Oh.
I just feel like this is all
Because he didn't
kinda
kill
stemmed
himself.
from the Epstein didn't kill himself meme that they were just like, okay, we need to do some shit, throw some shit in the news, throw some people under the bus.
Yeah.
I
Make
actually
this
think
shit
that
disappear.
all that memeing that happened with the Epstein didn't kill himself.
It watered it down.
That it's been on television in
Yep.
major outlets
Yep.
quite a few times has increased the energy of that magic to make this like there's a congressional hearing going on now against ABC. Prince Andrew got basically a train wreck interview. It's just all blown apart for them, so they can't cover it up.
I was seeing those the memes for like a week or two, and then they started to talk about it.
Yeah,
more in the news.
Well,
so
yeah,
I think
the memes are
kinda
definitely brought it
started
back
a-
into existence.
That's the
But it's-
magic.
But it's like, oh, dude, I mean, honestly, though, we're gonna watch all this unfold. Yeah, Prince Andrew had a shitty thing. Yeah, but what's gonna happen? Is anything actually gonna happen?
No.
Yes,
Exactly.
people will demand shit.
I think
happens.
something will.
I mean, yeah, they could demand all day, but nothing will happen. Like unless
If a football game doesn't happen, people might start demanding something.
I think it's sometimes the American people need to get fucked over and stepped on for them to storm the Capitol and say this is enough.
It's entirely dependent on the bread and circus. It's entirely dependent on the bread and circus.
but it's all.
Best option of that would be if something happened to Trump. That's your best shot at a revolution right now.
Yeah.
We
I
will
know.
never have a revolution.
Take the shot.
Because we have access to food, we have access to clean water, we have access to shit. Like most people, all they're gonna do is get pissed as fuck online and then go back to their easy ass American lives because that's what we live. We're privileged.
You know what?
as
And the
fuck.
day the internet crashes for a week,
That's what-
this country is
Jared-
going to go to hell.
That's what I was
it'll
going
be
to
over.
say.
Mm-hmm.
The internet goes down, everybody will be out rioting in the streets.
I don't know.
I'm not
How
convinced.
much?
It's not going to go.
How much of the population has these phone? Is connected.
Everyone in
Yeah.
America?
So then, so if
Pretty
you're
much
not,
everyone.
yeah,
It's not the
You got an
people so
Obama
much as-
phone?
All the businesses in America are reliant upon the internet to do their credit card stuff. And if they can't do credit card, they're going to do cash. ATMs don't work if the internet's down.
We'll just
Your
regress
bank doesn't
back
work
to
if
the
the
80s.
internet's down.
It'll just regress back to the 80s. People will figure things out.
No, shit is going to go insane.
I don't think things will go insane. I think because human beings can adapt to situations. If shit started getting crazy where the internet went down, people would want to still stay comfortable and figure out what's going on. It's just instinct. Like you want to be comfortable.
How long will you wait?
You're going to figure it out.
You would get some community people that would rally together.
Well, I mean, dude, if internet's down, I mean, you still have TV and shit going on. Like people can still get information.
No.
There's no
Everything.
TV. There's no phones.
No TV.
Without the internet?
Down.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything down.
The whole,
it's being digitally.
It's like
it's going to
fucking book
Even
light
phone
a fire,
lines,
baby.
I feel like there's things that aren't run on the internet.
Yeah,
it's going to balkanize, and unless you've got this ham radio, it's not going to go.
Oh,
it's not going to go.
I got mine, by the way.
What's your ham? Ham radio? Just say help.
Not as good as beef radio. I'm just saying.
That's
ham radio.
I'd rather have a cow.
And you can do that.
Post
You
office.
No, so
I'll take this teddy bear, this ruler, this piece of string, and this cardboard box.
And that's all it takes.
That's what I'm taking.
I don't know, man. I think things will get crazy, but I think things might not be
no
so
Israelis
crazy.
tonight.
What about it? No, there's zero
No Israelis?
Yeah, dude. That was like for 2 months. There was Israelis every single day.
What happened? Why are there not Israelis here?
They just disappeared.
maybe
They're using VPNs now.
They could be.
Where my
using
Haifa
VPNs.
bros at? Come on, Haifa. Where are you?
What's going
Akshalon,
on
get in
my
there.
pants?
They're gone.
Looks like we got
Come on,
6 more
Beersheba,
weeks
speak up.
Do we have any Russians?
No Russians.
America.
Delish.
One from UK. I think it's probably Dual Mac.
Yeah, that's Dual Mac in the UK. Doesn't exist. Folks.
Oh, shout out to Dolmac.
Yeah, that's great.
I know.
He's blowing up the chats tonight.
Dooley,
Hey,
baby.
It's like
you too, if you are listening and you're
What is it,
not
like
in the
2
chats,
a.m.?
It's a big part of the show.
Yeah, dude, come fucking the
Oh
Discord.
yeah, it's like it's
Get your shit
2:30.
together.
Come on the show.
Come on the show.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a hangout. It's a
Which is to
community.
say, attend the show. Don't actually come while you're on the show.
Sure,
I'm just
come
saying.
in Grimm's mouth.
Oh,
Nobody wants to see that.
Sweet
cool.
Jesus.
That's cool.
That is not true. That fucking porn industry is probably the biggest in the world.
Oh, it's
All
huge.
right. Well,
Oh,
north of 47, if you're going to do that shit, right?
No porn if the internet goes down.
Oh, fuck.
That's not a
we'll
bad
figure
thing
this
either.
out.
You haven't come up with a good argument for me on why the internet going down is a bad thing. We know we get to the podcast.
Well, how are we
I
gonna?
didn't say
Yeah,
it was
how,
bad.
that's the bad part,
I
right?
did not say
I
it was
told
bad.
you.
I said it
Like,
was
how are we gonna
nightmare.
do our show? How are we gonna?
I
Yeah,
told
I mean,
you.
literally, all my
Ham
friends,
radio.
all my friends will disappear if the internet
We
goes
could do a
away.
live on ham. We could do it live on ham.
Dude, I'll do
Hell
live
yeah.
ham radio.
That's what I'm talking about.
This would be
No,
like
do-
a live ham thing because it's
Do
whoever-
live
Can you
beef
make an
radio or
app?
chicken radio.
Yeah.
Can you make an app on your phone to get a ham radio signal?
Oh, dude,
Wouldn't that be a good app?
Not
So
with
yeah,
it has
that
a
relies
radio
on the
Does it have to
internet.
have apps though?
Not really, because anytime the fucking ham radio is of any practical use, your phone won't be.
And you can only use it to talk to astronauts.
Uh-huh.
No, we can
Well-
talk to
I know,
each
but
other.
I'm saying, could you hack it or not? No, it would be an app though. Yeah, I guess you're right, Darren. You wouldn't be able to.
What is that? Oh, that's your ham.
5G would
Oh,
be
yeah.
down.
Yeah, I think beef would be better. Just saying.
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Beef radio is good.
You'd have to get rabbit
cans
ears.
and strings.
Dude, you remember
shrubs
those
and rope.
was it Nextel cell phones where they
The
had
chirps?
the walkie-talkie?
Dude, the
built
chirp. I
into it?
hated them. I hated those.
I had
Everybody
one.
had them.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah,
I thought
dude,
they were
You
cool
probably
till I
had them
owned
for
it.
work, right?
people
Yeah, my boss had
chirping
one.
loud as fuck.
I bet now there's some that can have like a really, really far reach that are not that much money.
There's probably an app for it. I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you can get a 20 meter or 40 meter radio off of Amazon. Transmitter only. You have to get a separate radio for listening if you're going to do that. But you can probably get a transmitter for less than $50. Yeah, they're not costly. The hard part is having enough room to put up an antenna. That's where I got lucky with that ranch. My antenna is like 106 feet long or some shit.
If shit
Oh,
was
don't make me beg now.
if shit was really to go down, I think that we've been shown a lot of different ways with like movies and shows,
preppers, and
Yeah, dude. There's been so
video
many like
games
doomsday
that
apocalyptic
I think
shit.
that we would kind of get along with each other for the most part. I don't think that
us, not everyone else.
Yeah.
That's the problem, dude. That's the
Well, I
problem.
mean-
like we were saying, that whole part of society that is just like,
That's like Graham. He's like, it's all going to be all good, bro. I was like, fuck that. Fuck that. We were alive.
I think it's going to be self-limiting. I think it's going to be self-limiting. The people who come unglued because their internet connection is down are the people that aren't going to know how to do shit anyway. And
what happens?
True. What about what if the banks fail? What if some bank failure coming up?
I think it's going to be the same thing. I mean, people aren't going to keep working if the banks are failing. And
now that would be crazy.
See, I think the big problem is going to be
people just don't work.
If your bank fails and you're one of those people who has direct deposit, how do you undo that? You
don't. You got to prepare, man.
Direct to coffee can. Do they have that? Direct to coffee can.
Yeah, they do. It's called go to the bank and withdraw money.
But then they're like, oh, those magic digits don't pop up for you, sir. Sorry. Oh, fuck.
We had better humans.
Exactly. No.
Problems because then it would just be all right.
No. I think, okay, maybe for a little bit, things might be like, okay, there people are questioning it, like trying to figure some things out for the localized stuff real quick. And then once they run out, game on. Game on, dude. They're going to be raiding houses, raiding neighborhoods, everything. You'll have little packs that travel around, and then those get. Yeah, I think so.
It's possible,
dude.
man.
We were
those
pillaging and
barbarian
raping
instincts.
like 60 years ago.
Right.
Probably less than that. When was Vietnam?
Right. Oh, they were tearing everyone up there.
Dude,
Yeah.
that shit was wild.
Oh. It was, no holds barred in Vietnam, dude.
I don't think shit's gonna go down like that though at all. I think that they're trying to move shit towards making us more of a cyborg. And I think that they're having a great time just gathering a bunch of data on like everybody, and that they're not going to shut shit down. They really won't. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to be from them. It's not going to be from the sun. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, we are just now aware that that is a possibility for maybe the last 50 years or so before we figured that out, that was even a possibility that the sun could shoot a fucking solar flare.
And do we really even know? Do we ever know?
Yeah, I know.
Do that?
No. Yeah. Okay, so the Carrington event that they all talk about, that everybody keeps spreading lies about, that there was a stronger. So that didn't get into the history books until the 1990s. That it was an event, and so it really and there was a stronger. There was a stronger release from the sun in 1921 than the one in 1859. That's supposedly the Carrington event. So nothing happened within. I think some radios got interrupted in 1921. That was the worst thing that happened. So it's not going to be from the sun. There's been records.
The sun isn't what people say it is. So
no, it isn't.
It's a simulator of some sort.
Oh shit.
It's a LED.
Base is fake.
We don't know.
That's all just like speculation.
Is that a condom?
Yeah, it's a condom.
Sand dollar?
Shiny? Is that a shiny quarter?
Shiny quarter. It's for a bet.
Something round that's transparent.
Is that your Trump
I'm
coin?
not gonna guess again.
Yeah, that's it. It's the Trump coin.
Ah.
Who has a Trump coin?
I wanted to get one of those.
I should
They're
get
so
one of those.
expensive, though.
It came with this Trumpy bear that he got.
Oh,
The Trumpy
I
bear.
want one of those like signed. Thank
The
you
Trumpy
notes.
bear.
Thank you notes.
When I saw that on TV, I could not believe it. Like it was actually on TV when I was at my dad's house. I watched that, and I was like, "What in the?"
It doesn't exist, folks.
That's hilarious.
Joel Trump, the Great Divider.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck yeah, the Great Divider, man.
He's a chaos magician.
He is. That's
Some
it's
sorts.
insane. It's
Like-
insane. I don't understand. It's people just fucking they get instinctual just gut hatred when they hear his name. It's crazy. They just trigger that emotion. It's crazy.
Because every fucking word that comes out of his mouth and onto his phone, into his Twitter account, is engineered by people who want that exact dissent to ripple through your country.
Yeah. Yeah.
People think I'm controversial, but the truth is, I'm a nice guy.
but I mean, it's almost like
just keep stoking the fire. It's just there. It's just Dave McGowan called all this shit 25 years ago. The country needs to be ripped apart. It's the only way that the machine can keep.
I'm really rich.
But the other problem is that the outside influences to the United States are slowly converting the biggest cities into like socialist areas.
Well, I think it's to a point now where it's like if socialism, okay, I'm gonna get crazy here. If socialism needed to be somewhere, it would probably be in a place such a densely populated area, like the cities where there's
like San Francisco.
Yeah, where there's millions of people in this small area. Like, they're gonna need help. Like those people need to fix their shit.
100,000 homeless people.
But like socialism for like most of us who live in rural areas, where it's like we can pretty much support ourselves and don't need any sort of government handouts. And that's where you get the rage at, because it's like you have there's two Americas. There's city life and there's rural life, and it's just
the trend this week. I don't know if you guys saw this, that the cities have like rolled back shoplifting.
Dude, $1,000. You can steal up to
Yep, it's
no
a crime.
longer felony,
What's it called? Yeah,
Crimes of necessity.
Yes, there you go. That's what it's called.
And
you just let people steal.
And you can do that all day long, every day.
Yep.
Because it's only accounts as.
Then you're going to throw those poor people in jail, and then you're going to pay for people to take care of them and stand.
They're not going to throw them in jail.
No, that's the point. Is they don't do that.
Yeah, you get to steal 1,000.
You change the government, then what are you going to do? You're going to throw those people in jail.
Yeah.
You got to fix the fucking problem way deeper than at that level. You got to solve the problem of having 100,000 fucking homeless people.
Yeah. And well, it's like there's also a lot of those people want to be homeless. They don't want to partake in the fucking system. So it's like, what do you do then?
Yeah, we just got a sharing gun to move.
Granted, there's a lot of struggling people that got there, don't want to be there. But,
no, we got a sharing gun the moon, and then just mind trance everybody, the entire planet.
There you go.
Okay.
A lot of those homeless people are also hooked on hard drugs and or alcohol, and they don't want to be rehabbed, so they'll just continue to be on the streets. So I mean, that's a personal choice. Going back to what Darren was saying about focusing on yourself first instead of everybody else. Better yourself.
I mean, honestly, like drugs though, like that's a strange thing, because it's like people addicts, when you get fucking hooked, like you think that what you're doing is good for you, but your brain is just so rotted and the drug's just doing anything it can to
the demons in there.
100%. Your demon is controlling you. You don't know how to do anything. So it's almost, dude, like drug addicts, I sympathize a lot with people addicted to drugs. You just don't know what you're doing. It's fucking
That's
crazy.
a lot of the people that are homeless in San Francisco. They're drug addicts. I mean, they have like community centers where you can not share needles, but it's a safe place to shoot up.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, they do that in Seattle too.
It's crazy.
A safe space for needles.
They need to decriminalize all drugs, to be honest, and then just fucking. Because if people are
times
doing,
worse.
AOC tweeted that basically today.
I know, dude. That's the only tweet that I ever liked that AOC posted.
Unbelievable, dude.
Totally hit the like there.
Just shorten to the point. Drugs should be illegal. All these people
just
should be out of
decriminalize
jail.
all of them, and then offer like treatment centers somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Well, no, then you just start regulating it somehow instead of put the money you're in trying to fight it and throw people in the jail for regulation.
Dude, all the money
once you regulate it and tax it, then it becomes unfair against poor people who need the drugs for feeling normal.
Right, all that money can help.
Well, the Democrats will just give it to it for free.
What could possibly go wrong?
It's not really free.
I think as long as we're about that, we're not really working in the right. I think that's exactly what they want us fighting about.
Yeah, anything but looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're all on the same fucking team, killing a bunch of fucking brown people and taking over the world.
Yeah,
and Trump's trying to stop that, and that's why they hate him.
Democracy.
But is Trump trying to stop that?
I don't think Trump is trying to stop that. I think Trump's here to redivide.
No, I don't think so.
Start it all over again, man. And now you're gonna have fucking Donald Trump Jr. is gonna be president within the next fucking 20 years.
Exactly.
That would be great.
This is not the kind of thing that ends up in a dynasty. This is not something that ends up in a dynasty. I'll bet you a quarter.
Well, there's no good Republicans.
I mean, there shouldn't be any more presidents after Trump if that's his thing. He's going to Great Awaken, and we'll have to start from scratch, and it'll probably just be he'll just be like,
that won't happen.
I'd be okay if the presidency became a nonpartisan thing.
I think the presidency should be a draft, like the fucking army.
I think
Congress should be a draft.
It should all be fucking draft.
Yeah.
It should all be draft, and you should be under 30, and it should all be by fucking actual constituents. Fucking, let the people fucking decide. That's what I say in Canada is I'll start voting when I can vote on legislation instead of people who say they're going to change it.
Yeah, if you look at AOC's campaign, like 90% of the money she received was from people outside of her district.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't be allowed.
No, that should be just as illegal.
Isn't that like carpetbagging or something?
Yeah.
Oh, they've changed the campaign law so they can do that shit.
Yeah.
Oh well, the PACs need to donate to them, and they're not in the state.
Mr. Deli Meat Slicer in the chat says at Target in San Francisco they have needle stations in their restrooms. Jesus, dude. Oh,
I'm so glad I didn't move there.
I've never been there. Anybody ever been to San? Oh wait,
I mean, the problem with that is I think that it's just getting started, man.
That guy lived there, didn't you?
I think it's
I didn't know.
No, you were in San Diego.
Like this project they're trying to roll out, and they're just going to start it there. And we're going to destroy the state, and then it's go to Chicago.
Got to build a wall around it.
No, it's already flooding into Texas, right?
Texas, yep.
I was
too, man. The drugs are a huge fucking problem, man. People are hooked on drugs because they hate their fucking lives. And, the government's not going to fix that either.
Yeah, I was done with San Francisco when I Mrs. That guy and I were visiting there at one point. I had to go for a business meeting, and so we decided we were going to take a few days during the week, and I didn't realize that it was Pride Week. And Pride, whatever. Okay, whatever. So we're walking back to the
guy?
No. Not at all. So we're walking back from dinner along the waterfront, and it was a nice night. We're talking, and someone goes by on a bicycle, and on the back of the bicycle was a big sign that said "End male genital mutilation. Stop circumcision." I'm like, okay, I can kind of get behind this. So then another one goes by with a similar kind of a sign, except that this one, the bike is lighted up with a bunch of multicolored lights and a bubble machine. I think, okay, this is kind of cool. And then another one goes by, and this one doesn't have any lights, but the guy is butt-ass naked.
Oh, good.
And I thought, okay, could have gone all night without seeing that. Thank you very much. I'm done. And that was last time we went to San Francisco.
Baby. I love San Francisco. It's just sad that it's.
I love what San Francisco was.
I know.
I love what,
like back in the 80s.
Yeah, shit in the streets and needles everywhere.
Yeah, and the plague's
Market
coming
Street
soon.
smelling like piss. Thank you, no.
Plague is totally coming soon.
We're like 70 miles from San Francisco, and there's no way I want to go there. I don't want to go. No, I don't mind. I love it here, but I don't like the politics. I don't like what it's becoming.
Aren't you up around Excremento?
Yeah, I'm in Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just on this side of the causeway.
You know, the only thing that's saving Livermore is the fact that they've got an atom smasher there.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm just mostly worried about my kids and shit growing up in a world that just seems to have more division and more drugs and more.
But Darren, think about this. What are they used to?
Less culture. What are they used to? Well, they need to be used to whatever I instill in them, and I need to make sure that that's not the bullshit that's on television or on the news or on Twitter or Facebook or anything else.
Exactly. But if they've listened to the news, I mean, the news is way different than when you were a kid or when I was a kid. They are enmeshed in this stuff, and it's normal to them in a way, which I'm
they
not
can sense the
saying
bullshit.
that's good. I'm not saying that's good at all. I'm just saying,
dude, I
it
mean,
might not be as big of an impact as, because I thought this too. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. What my kids are never going to own homes. But no, I have 2 kids that own homes. They both have college degrees. One is getting his MBA.
Awesome.
So it's not I thought I had a thought process that it was just doom and gloom. And I don't think that anymore. We have to know that good things are going to happen.
Well, that's what I think too. I mean, but you got to be that change. I mean, and I'm more worried about like what kind of, I'm more worried about the drug problem than every fucking thing else, because, nowadays it's just more screens and less fucking real connection with anyone, and it's more daycares and less real connection with parents.
And that's the key thing, though. I mean, it's
at 6 a.m. and picked off at fucking 6 at night or 5 at night, and they go home and they get 2 hours with the parents if they're lucky. Or they're at fucking school all fucking day, and they
screening
get
it up.
Or they go to a daycare, and then their fucking parents are tired, so then they're on a screen till dinner's ready, and then they're probably got the TV on till fucking bedtime. And that's not raising good humans that are going to have good relationships, or they're just not going to. It's just not going to. That
I totally agree.
If we're doing that, then it doesn't matter who's running the show.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's up to us to reinforce that the connection with people, like actual people, face to face, or live voice people. That's the important piece. That's how we grow as people, as individuals, as a society, and that's how ideas are exchanged.
We got to take culture back, man. We handed it over. We handed it over to fucking Hollywood and mainstream media and fucking Sears Christmas sales and fucking whatever that fucking Macy's Day Parade is. We just handed over our
Black
culture.
Friday.
We did it all in the last like 60 years, and it's getting worse. Yeah, now it's Black Friday.
But the question though is, did you do that? Because I know I didn't do that.
We did. Obviously, we did.
No. You personally, did you do that with your kids?
Yeah, no. But as long as I'm fucking supporting it by shopping at fucking Walmart or using Amazon, I mean, that's the big step I did this year, is canceled my fucking Amazon account.
Oh man, that's serious.
Because if I'm buying shit on Amazon, then
it's so easy.
Problem.
Click,
and Walmart's fucking next, because that's the quote that I think is actually makes a fucking lick of difference in the world, is where I spend my money.
Sure. Yeah.
It's where I need
and that's good. So my point is that you did not relinquish all that. You're seizing control.
I did. I'm taking it back.
And you're teaching your kids.
I'm taking it back.
Exactly. Others are doing that. It's up to us to do it. We can either accept the decision that we made before and acknowledge that we might be screwed if we continue to accept it, or we can choose to say, yeah, I know what I said before, but no, I'm not doing that anymore. It's up to each of us every moment to make that decision.
It's be the change, man. It's simple.
Yeah.
I struggle with that, because I'm like, we're all in this together right now, and be the change. So when I say I struggle with it, it's like I had all these great ideas when I was, I'm 41 now, February be 42. It's just like, 20 years ago, you had all these great ideas, like, if I ever have kids, I'm going to do this. I want to show them all this cool shit, because I was an outside dude guy, but I was also, when we were talking about these terms, like these city folk versus the country people, I just call myself a city Billy, because I could do both, dude. I lived both. I did.
Well said.
Easily did both. And but you struggle with like how do you want to present yourself to your kids? It's in a slight authoritarian, like do you want the same ride as them, or you just want to give them slight experiences to these things? And then alternative ideas, like Darren was saying, like, dude, that ain't how it really is. Like, try to explain to them what there's always like 2 points to everything. There's a yin and yang, right? Where's the good part of the story and what's really the false part? So
yeah,
and it's about just doing your own research. So like you say all this stuff, but then how do you present that to your kids? That's tough. I'm about like 50-50 on like what I say and not what I do. Like that's the tough thing. And that's where the whole cliche of just being a parent's a hard thing, dude. It's a full-time gig, and better prepare for it. If you really want to raise a good kid, it takes a lot of work.
That's true.
And I'm a young one, and we got Suzanne. She's got older kids. I mean, she's already been through this, and I'm guarantee you were tough. You had to be tough. Like
I think I was tougher when I was younger, though.
Yeah, right.
Because I had basically like
You're
two
a fucking
sets of
pit bull,
kids.
Suzanne. You kidding me? You're tough as shit.
I was when I was younger. Oh my god!
My parents were like that. Maybe that's what installed that like toughness.
It was.
People,
it was.
Like I don't know.
It was
wasn't
just,
like they were feeding you. And the kid, I feel so bad for people that have had that.
Mind.
It's just like it's a mindset. Yeah, and
yeah, but I always think I treated my kids with respect.
Right.
You know.
Right. I'm doing this for you, God damn it. Like just follow along. You'll be okay.
A lot of it is just holding space to let them be kids, man.
Yes,
there's exactly.
No doubt, man. Let them jump in a pile of leaves and fuck it all up.
I'm at a point in my life where I'm probably wrong about most of my fucking core beliefs because I've been wrong about all of them up till now. So to think that I'm right about any of the shit that I believe at this point in my life would be fucking silly and arrogant.
Hell yeah.
So I just need to hold space and, give him my opinion on morality and stuff like that, the stuff that I am comfortable giving him, and everything else is up to them to fucking come up with.
Yeah, dude, experience is the only teacher.
You have to experience life.
Because
all
people
different
I
ways.
love have the exact opposite politics as me. And I can't fucking come up with a good reason. I can't say that I have no fucking way of knowing that I'm any more right than they are. That's impossible for me to fucking know. So I need to have the ability to say they get to grow up into their own. They can watch me and my fucking how I act and take that for granted. But I'll never tell my kids how to. In that regard, I can't even tell them what part of fucking history is true because that is.
I know. I mean, we can just present other angles. Yeah, like
And we can't know everything all the time. I mean, all the way back. But the important part, though, is that once I learn something where I'm pretty convinced that maybe I had made a decision I was wrong before, it's okay to change that.
Yes.
It's okay to change and grow.
God, I hope
you don't have to put a stake in the ground and then stay tied to that stake the entire time.
The problem is that the stakes that you get from the people that you consider authority figures are the things that tend to turn into big, heavy fucking stakes. And I don't want to give kids any of those.
Yeah, and fine, and without question. But the point is the point is to teach the kids and acknowledge ourselves that regardless of what stake I put in the ground, it's never inappropriate to change if you find the right stake or the right frame of reference.
Mm-hmm.
This even goes back literally thousands of years to whatever Christianity was founded on. I mean, there's this idea that whatever happens, it's always okay to come back. I mean, even the actual story of the killing of the prophet goes back to that it is no matter what happens, no matter how far south you've gone, that it is never, ever too late to come back.
Boom.
And if we can get to that point where we can accept that, I mean, regardless of Christianity or whatever, I mean, never mind the religion aspect of it. It's about people. It is never too late to come back and to change and just be right. I mean, like come to peace with your understanding of how the world is. It's okay to do that. Just do it's fine. It's okay. Sometimes there's wreckage and sometimes there's pain associated with, coming back and, dealing with what you've done before. But it's never too late to come back. You are never too far gone to come back.
Damn.
That's the point.
Cruise Mistake's getting all fucking heavy.
It's never too late to just let go of the control of kids.
No, it's not heavy. Just come on back. We love you. It's okay. I mean, you might have a debt to pay, but whatever. It's all good.
Yep. Gotta work through those demons, man.
Don't you think the secret to raising good kids is to let them know that you're there for them no matter what?
Love them hard,
Pretty
dude.
much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's never. Listen.
Yeah.
I know that you shit in the hallway. It's okay.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We'll get over it.
dude. Things happen. Yeah, things happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Or, shit hits the fan at school and you go down there and you let your kid know, all right, well, don't lie to me and tell me what happened. And I am only here for you. I don't care about anybody else.
You just gotta love your kid.
You're the most important one. I don't know.
You gotta love your kid 100% of the time because there's not a whole tribe to do that. So as soon as you stop, then they're fucked. And then their ego gets all fucked up. And I think, that's a big part of the problem we're looking at today.
Sure is.
Overdeveloped egos to put up with a lack of love in fucking childhood.
Man.
Because even we had negative reinforcement and then we changed it to positive reinforcement. I think positive reinforcement is just like a mimic on negative reinforcement. It's basically the exact same thing. So if I act a certain way, I don't get love. And the other one is if I act a certain way, I do get love. But either way, you gotta act a certain way.
And then you times it by 2 because they want virtual love.
And I think just 2,000 years ago, or maybe, somewhere in the last 2 to 10,000 years, I think love was just unconditional all of the time. And it was even you had tribes or small.
Family was good, right? They had big families, man.
Yeah, I would argue against that.
Stressed out. She just handed the kid off to someone else at lunch.
Right. It was a big little. Yeah, it was a.
And being like, "Shut the fuck up for fucking."
Right. I need a break. I'm out.
I think there was more family intolerance though in the past, as far as weird shit. Like if you had a gay kid,
right?
They might shun that kid, kick him out.
Maybe not back in the Indians,
but they wouldn't have never said anything.
The Indians had words for two spirits, right?
Yeah, not the Indians. Indians are cool. They got their shit figured out.
That's where we all come from, back in the day. I mean, Indians.
Dude, I never even thought of that. This might be. Never mind.
No, don't never mind me. You get it, James.
Yeah, you don't get to
know.
Gay Indians.
Okay, you should have never mind.
Choose.
Never mind. I take it all back.
It just hit me like a ton of bricks. And that's my bad, and I'm way late on that.
Damn, bro, I'm sorry.
Dude.
Next time we'll just let you go.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just never mind it. I'm sorry. Oh, gay Indian. Oh shit, that seems like a perfect time to transition into something.
I didn't mean we were all like Indians, but I think that's kind of I think the Indians. By Indians, I mean my Indians, I guess, or Aboriginals or whatever the fuck you guys want to call us. I'm still sticking with Indians.
Aboriginal.
I'm sticking with Indians because that's what it says on my registered Indian card from Mr.
There you go.
Trudeau.
Native.
From Mr. What?
Trudeau.
Oh, okay.
Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I think they're just sort of the latest rendition of how because of if you look at Randall's stuff and the flood stuff and everything, then it's North America is fairly fresh in the global fucking scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the different cultures are at different levels in their development, but it would seem like that, the TP structure or something similar to that, maybe different things in the desert. I think that's how we started out probably all over the place, just, whether it was in caves in one place or in huts in the other and boats in the other, but it was that tribal I think humans in general are a tribal people. You look at Jewish people, you look at the Mongols, you look at, all of the people that we can sort of trace back. They
succeed in numbers.
Background, we're a group, we're a tribe, we're we're part of a greater nation, but it's like we're a smaller part of that whole, I guess. So it'd be even like a city. If you had a city, it would look nothing like it would today. It would be a city made up of maybe 50 tribes that are all gathered around one area, and you're sort of still taking care of your own affairs and raising your kids together. And
I would say like right now in history is
had that. Even like 60 years ago, as a culture in Canada and the US, you had neighborhoods and you had Polish communities or whatever sort of communities.
Oh yeah, these cities were built on that, on immigrants. Yeah.
That was still that same sort of idea. I think that's still building on that idea of having a tribe. So now your neighborhood's your tribe. And now it's just like we're making makeshift tribes on the internet because it doesn't exist in our immediate.
But it's working. It's working great, dude. Cruising with Steak's a wonderful tribe.
And it only makes common sense.
We built this shit. Here it
You
is.
guys are control.
God. But dude, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, this is probably the only time in human history where we've had so many isolated human beings, where there's not a group, like you don't have that group experience. Like people are just alone and just at their own little fucking nodes off by themselves. It's just weird.
You wonder, like people that you would look upon as being in shitty times in history, but they were still in it together.
Yeah, exactly. That human connection.
They had that.
They survived like the Dust Bowl, stuff like that.
Or whatever, but they were so tight knit and in it together and in it together compared to our thing today where we're supposed to be, we just go to the grocery store and everything's sort of super comfortable for us. But at the same time, it's like, fuck.
Yeah, or if something, if like you get sick or something, you can go to a fucking hospital where people just take care of you and shit. Like not even, or before it's like your family's taking care of you. Crazy shit's going on.
Yeah. Now, if you're lucky, maybe some of your friends will come visit you.
Yeah, exactly.
But they'll probably just text you.
Texas. I'm good with that.
Here's some virtual flowers or whatever, like that. That's where we're headed.
Oh yeah, take this GIF. You'll love it.
Couple hearts. Yeah.
Let's do some hate mail and then we'll get into some more shit. We got it. We're at the halfway point. So let me get this jingle. Of course I didn't have anything set up. I gotta get this voice.
But we don't know,
man. This thing's a piece of shit. It's probably gonna echo right now.
Forget about the 5.6.
Yeah, I gotta get a couple of these in for sure.
I forgot my avatar was a dick, Jay. Sorry.
It's okay. It was nice.
Hey man, woo. GRIMSTAKN. Gmail, woo. James Cruz and Grim Steak. Hey man, woo.
All right. Got some nice hate mail here. Woo! Got DuckTales music. Got the first one coming from our buddy Duel, old Duel Mac. He says, "Dear Grimsteak, hope this finds you well. Love your sunrise sky pics. Thank you. Thought I would get in on the action of the best show ever, probably. Best wishes to all participants and listeners. Hold fast, Duel Mac." Thanks, Duel. Coming in from Scotland. He's our one overseas listener. Oh no, that's not a hate mail. Go back.
Hate the show.
That's not it. Dude, we got this weird
Fuck
email.
you, hate us.
We got this weird email that I posted in chats. It was about some dude reaching out that wanted to get us on like some ad sponsors and all this shit.
Really?
Yeah. I told him, I was like, we don't do ads. It's a nice try. I know.
If you knew the show, you would know we don't do ads.
Make us money. We're gonna be broke forever. But I.
No. I'm just saying, if you knew the show, then we didn't do ads.
It's true.
We're doing value for value. Thanks to Darren and Graham for.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's
sorry.
You can live on the commune with us, so.
Hell yeah. Let's
dude. Yeah, man, dude.
Hold on. We got more hate mail. We're getting off the rails.
I know.
We'll talk commune after. Next one's from. We got Rob Reading here. Rob Reading, he's in the chat sometimes. Dear Scrimsteak and James Cruz,
He's an Ox-Mente guy.
To be fair, he does.
To be fair,
you suck. For the love of uppercase G God, find somewhere in your cold blackened hearts to put this horrendous show out of its misery. Grim, you said it best last show. that Flavortown would be the better co-host than you. I agree, you dick. Call the show Cruising with Flavortown. Also, if there's one more show without Cliff Wall, I'm calling the Better Podcasting Bureau. This is an outrage, and I'm a non-paying listener to this show, damn it. No Cliff on your show is like Green Day with no Billy Joe Armstrong. Get your shit together. Get all your shit. Get it together. Clean it up. Sincerely, Rob Reading, Grim Bloom.
Aren't all listeners non-paying listeners?
Oh, like 99.8%.
I donated.
9%.
Yeah.
Billy Joe's a cuck.
Thanks. Yeah, it's true. We appreciate it.
That was probably that might have been my favorite one.
Uh-huh.
That
I've
was
donated.
an awesome
Lady Boshi
email.
donates monthly. She's our monthly subscriber. Number one.
Tickled pink by
I gave you guys $100.
Oh,
I do all your
Flavortown.
graphics.
Flavortown just came in to hear himself be
Where's
called.
Flavortown?
He just
I'm
got
here.
here. He just
Oh,
got here.
it's one of them
there he is.
synchro things, dude.
That is a synchro.
Yeah.
Chipotle.
Came in to take over the show, boys.
Hell yeah.
boy, pretty
He's,
much.
he's
We got,
coming in on
uh,
cleanup duty.
We got one more hate mail here from our buddy Booty Rooter, where you can find his podcast at Double Dungeon. Double
yeah.
Dungeon. Check it out. He says, I heard the news story of a woman who was attacked by a crazed homeless man in L.A. He dumped a bucket of hot diarrhea on her head, and she was helpless as the poop flowed down her face and into her eyes and mouth. She now has to be checked regularly for infectious diseases and has PTSD. What a good analogy for listening to Cruising with Steak. Keep up the fantastic work. Thanks, Booty Rooter. Appreciate that one. That was good. That's all we got for hate mail tonight. I think. Let me recheck the inbox.
Oh,
Sometimes they
man.
come in.
It's
Nothing,
probably the
that's it.
best night of hate mail. I love it.
That's some good hate mails. Thanks, guys.
I mean, I know some that have been pretty epic, but
Grimsteak@gmail.com. Send them in.
yes.
Ah, shit.
Just like I promised, right?
We were kind of going off on something during that. I don't remember what it was.
Flashback? Yeah, short-term memory loss.
We had the first impromptu Grimerica meetup yesterday.
Oh, yeah? How'd that go?
I don't know. I wasn't there. It was in Kansas someplace.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, yeah, I saw him
Really?
posting something about that.
There was only 3 of them, but I mean, hey, it's a start.
Was
How
it
many?
Ryan do it?
No.
No,
was
Ryan didn't make it?
a man from NorCal. Dub Stub. Didn't
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
And the other guy has a crazy name I can't remember in the chat. But no, they were all 3 strangers.
Crazy.
Dude.
Someplace. And it was all last minute too through the chat. So
Weird.
I think we start getting
Spur of the
How
moment.
did
Hey
it go?
man, let's meet
did
up.
they vibe good? Everything went
yeah, they had
awesome?
a great time. Yeah, they look super high, but other than that,
Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
Exactly.
I'm actually next show. I'm gonna see if I can coax the UK posse, and I want the UK posse to see what kind of a fucking meetup they can do, and I want to see a picture and how many there are there, because that's going to weigh heavily on the possibility of a 2021 UK CAC.
Oh, dude. 2021 UK CAC. So 2 years from now, going to the UK. I've never.
I mean, I've got like 8 emails now on the matter, so I'm heavily considering it, but I got to see. I got to see
man,
enough people.
That
I have to see like 30, 40 people at this meetup is what I'm gonna.
what would that entail?
I mean,
Where would you want to go?
Well, I'm gonna rent a castle in Scotland.
Oh my God, we got listeners in Scotland. Look at Duel. He's on
us
it.
too, yeah.
Yeah, man. We could pull our UK posse. We actually, I think
castles to nothing.
the UK, we have more downloads in the UK than in Canada. So we're for some
us
reason,
too.
yeah.
UK is our second biggest market. It
Uh-huh.
makes no sense.
Crazy, dude. China's been taking off. We've been getting crazy
I love
downloads from
China.
China. I don't know what. I think it might be a VPN or. Why would anybody VPN through China though?
Japan.
I don't know how VPNs work.
We have
China.
people in China, at least one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mexico.
VPN through China is like a reverse psychology.
Dude, I don't know how VPNs work either.
That is the weirdest
It's like I know you're just you're masking your IP going through another.
Dude, can't do anything on the internet.
Yeah,
I
that's
hear
what-
commercials for VPNs now. It's so
VPN,
weird.
a VPN is a virtual tunnel. You connect to a service and it takes all your IP traffic and sends it out through another IP address that doesn't any way trace back to you.
Okay.
It's like a black box.
So it's something we should all have.
Probably.
Yeah.
Except there's so fucking.
Jerry, send me some
slow,
links to
dude.
some good VPNs.
I'm trying
I know,
to
please.
pirate a movie with a VPN. It's doing like fucking 50 kilobit a
Yeah.
second. Like, come
That's
on.
the downside. But the other thing is you don't know who runs these VPNs. You can't prove that they're safe. It's a scam. It's like I don't know.
I'm in Canada, so I just get the emails and I just
really
delete
rich.
Last time I accidentally downloaded a bunch of Disney ones.
Uh-oh. What happened? Cease and
I got,
desist or
like,
something?
98 emails from Disney.
98.
Well, technically they were all from like my internet provider, Shaw. And I was I freaked the fuck out. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, oh, I'll download all the Disney movies for my kids.
Oh, whoops.
And yeah, I got all these emails from Shaw. I was like, they're like fucking so long, dude. Like fucking 50 pages long, and I'm going through them. So I call,
Just like I promised, right?
I call Shaw and I'm like, what the fuck do I do, bro? And he's like, oh, I don't know. We just forward those emails. I don't know if anything's actually ever happened to anyone before. So then I just deleted them all, and that was the last I ever heard of it.
Hell yeah.
Now I've downloaded stuff again.
Yeah, dude. I got started getting cease and
What was that?
Yeah, somebody was fapping.
I was
Something
doing a
was going on.
scratch off
But,
ticket.
I was scratching shit off my laptop. Is that my maybe too?
Oh yeah, that's coming through hard. I like it.
That's you.
What kind of laptop are you using?
Why would I tell you that?
Yeah, come on. Why are you trying to dox his laptop, James?
I'm doxing
It's a
this.
fucking MacBook.
I want to see if he's got a Mac or
Oh,
a PC.
I remember we had a good like impromptu,
Hey, there it is.
we had a good impromptu hangout on Friday night.
Up on
What is that?
You can't
But,
hang up on us, dude.
But we figured
your
out
address,
that we figured out you don't have to serve jury duty. That if you just keep throwing your notices in the garbage, you're good to go. So
Well,
that's
just
just a
say
good tip.
something.
Oh yeah, we
It's a
did
good
that.
tip to
We
the listeners,
talked
yeah.
about
Thank
that.
you.
I did the same thing that Grim
Yeah,
does.
just
I
chuck
just
'em in
say
the trash.
ignore
But
it.
we are
Just
not
ignore it.
lawyers, and we are not giving any legal advice to
I'm not.
anyone.
Suzanne, God, you
Yes.
saved my ass.
Everything
We're not medical
do or say-
professionals.
Yes, but you can totally just chuck them.
Speak
Unless
for
you're getting
yourself. I'm a
served-
lawyer, dude.
Unless you're getting
Yeah.
served anything that comes in the mail, you don't even need to open. That's the way I look at it. It's not even important.
Until you get served, right?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't
I
matter.
wasn't served
It's not
once.
serious. Not serious until somebody's approaching you, asking you what your name is.
The electric guy came to the apartment the other day and served two in the same section.
Oh, he's just killing people's powers. Oh, dude. How does that make you
And
feel?
the pay
James, when
up,
you're
it's been
watching your
about
tenant? Yeah.
6 months or something. Yeah, who knows
Yeah,
how long
man.
it takes before you get your power shut off. I don't know.
Oh, dude, it's
It's happened to me.
Yeah,
It's happened to me.
Sync.
But
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
It's 2
yeah.
months. I've had
gas, I've had shut off,
I've
power
had that
shut
shit
off.
killed before.
Yeah.
Paycheck to paycheck life is rough. It's a rough life to live.
Dude, yeah, I got served papers for like an unpaid credit card once, and then I had to
man.
serve papers once, which was super fun.
Serve.
Man.
Yeah,
I have to let the bailiff in when he has to serve like a 3-day notice or whatever, for rents and shit. And like, yeah, so I'll let him in. He calls me up all the time when I need to get over there. But so yeah, I could see you rolling in, dropping off some papers. It'd be great.
It was pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. They're like, "Yeah, you got to give her the papers." I was like, "Pardon me?
What? Excuse me? Do I get a vest or
I
anything?
have to do it. Oh, jeez.
Ah,
Man.
Jesus. Oh man. I mean, you want to play some jingles, dude?
What do you want? You want a jingle, James?
I
What
don't
do you
know.
want?
Let's go tech news, dude.
You want tech news? Let me
Sure.
do this.
Yeah, let's fire it
we'll
up.
bust some tech news out. Holy shit! I actually got it. Got it already.
Cruising with Stay.
Buttons work.
Technology segment.
Computer.
Cruising with Stay. Technology segment.
Maybe you can teach me how to use a computer, Jerry, to know how the buttons work.
Teach me how to computer.
I need to know how buttons work.
Teach me how to computer. It just loops.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over. It really gets
Philip,
mind
you just
controlling.
posted old Greg in chats. I just
who?
really appreciate that. Philip.
Who's
Posted
what happened?
He posted old Greg from Mighty Boosh. I don't know what's going on in the chats. Those guys are going
How's
off
Felix?
on something. Man.
Felix, he'll be back.
Felix, he actually just made an appearance in the chats because, dude, he's got all this stuff going on. I think he's like going to school and bettering his life and teaching all this shit.
Night school or something.
So yeah, dude, he's doing all this shit. So he came in the chats on Friday and said he'll be back soon.
Oh.
So he's gonna come back with a frenzy. SirFelix.bandcamp.com. Buy his albums. He's great. So he'll be back.
Oh,
For
yeah,
everybody,
man.
everybody who was missing Felix, he'll be back. It'll happen. We're just we're in
Yeah, I
game
miss
time.
Felix.
Yeah. I just all his perfect thoughts and his amazing jams were much appreciated, and can't wait to have him back.
So did you say you listened to the Black Budget James Cruz?
Yeah, man, I listened to I think it's like that first one, right? So
Yeah.
I guess it's one of 7, when I'm not mistaken, or
Those
something like
are
that.
7 chapters.
Oh, okay, that's how it is.
We're
Yeah.
doing that audiobook for McGowan's daughter.
See, I was wondering, I don't know the history of why you were doing this. You want to explain what's going on and maybe talk about Black Budget?
Well, we're just doing it just because I really like Dave's work and the center could use money, and
This is Dave McGowan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Where did Zoom go? What the fuck?
It's here. You're on. You're good.
So so I reached out to his daughter to see if we could make it into an audiobook for us so they could put it on Audible. So we're going to do that.
I like it.
If the reception goes well, then maybe we'll look at some of his older stuff as well.
I mean, I thought critique wise, I don't know. I mean, you got a good narrator. Graham can handle it. I think. He sounds really good on it. I don't notice any oddities to it or like extreme like Canadian voice style or something. Nothing's like throwing it off big time. It's a really good solid like beginning production, dude. It's pretty cool.
Perfect.
I give it 2 thumbs up, dude. Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, so if you do subscribe,
His second book was 19 hours long.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So is Graham just going to the studio and just reading?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have to listen to Graham for 19 hours while I edit it.
You're doing it on the fly, or like what do you?
Well, we have a system. It's pretty boring. It's not worth getting into.
No, I hear you. It's production.
I think it ended up being like 24-hour of his read time got edited down to like 19 hours.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a good job in editing, and it sounds good. The like I said, the quality and everything. It easily passes for an audiobook.
God, James, why don't you just suck a stick already?
I'm trying, dude. And then like the way you can suck it is by if you start hanging out, check out
Grimerica.ca/support.
Yeah,
Support.
And you can subscribe to the Black Budget, which is like, dude, you got $1. Not even $1. You got skills. Do you have a Twitter account? Promote the show. These fucks will hook you up, dude.
Man.
It's cool thing. It's a little extra episodes. It's cool conversations. Dude, we were talking earlier about Leopardy. You can hear those episodes on there.
Oh yeah, Leopardy's on Black Budget.
Yeah, they're on there, man.
Episodes are on there,
yeah. Dude, this whole thing, like, I don't know. I love all of it, dude. You guys are a huge inspiration to me. Anytime I get to hang out with you, dude, thanks, man. Yeah, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's
good vibes.
It's huge,
just,
dude.
Just good vibes flying. Fucking love
What
it.
are you doing in March?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm looking at, does anyone have a calendar? Is March 21st a weekend?
I got a calendar on my computer.
I don't know. Everyone's got a phone. Look it up. I don't want to do it.
21st is, yes, it is a Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Thinking Vision Quest at the Commune.
I don't know what that means.
Love it if you two were there.
Yeah.
Where's commune?
And Jerry.
Yeah.
What's commune?
Mellow, probably the commune in Washington. The Brandon he has the 5.4 acres. We're making the Grimerica grounds on whatever the fuck that's called.
Are you guys really getting a commune?
The Vision Quest is to the
See,
what we're going to do.
now that sounds really cool.
We've been talking about that.
I don't
we
pay
cut the
attention.
road in already.
I don't pay attention to the Grimerica chats
I'll be
for
your
like 6
blacksmith.
months, and there's fucking communes forming. What's happening?
That's what I mean. Like, so that's what happened the other night. Like, I don't know. Ryan from Kansas put out a message about just kind of rallying together again, like how we did when we first started this thing, and it got my brain spinning. And so I've been hanging out in there. And then I hung out yesterday for a long time in the voice chat, talking to everybody, because there was a cool like initiative started. Mello, dude, you're a big part of that, man. Do you want to explain what the idea? I mean, can we talk about that yet? Do you think?
I wouldn't get too far into that just yet.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a cool project.
It was pretty spontaneous.
Yeah,
I think it's going to slowly grow.
Yeah, this is
the
a cool project
that are going to be dedicated to it the most will be most involved in it.
Yeah, and I don't want to say too much. I guess I don't know. I didn't. It was just fun because everybody came together and had an awesome conversation about it. I mean, there was like 15 people in there talking about for a long time, and it's just I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun in there again, and I'm always amazed at how when we first started all this stuff and what it's turned into. It's blowing my mind, man. I'm sure it's blowing your mind, dude.
Mine's blown.
Crazy.
It's just been a wild fucking ride of synchronicities and crazy shit for the past 3 years it's just nuts.
And all it took one day was you like, hey, we got a chat room. And I'm like,
dude,
no
I
way.
was just scrolling through Twitter. Through Twitter and I see Grimerica posted in Google Hangouts, and then my fucking life changed from there. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah. So
and
thanks,
now we're going to have a commune.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have a commune. So
would you say you got the road dug already?
Yeah, we got 5.4 acres in Washington. It has a beautiful view. There's a commune channel in the Grimerica chats that has some pictures in there you can find if you scroll back far enough. It's got a view of that mountain. I forget what it's called, but then we figured out that we can
Brokeback.
It'll be a Brokeback eventually.
Oh my god, there is a commune. Jesus Christ!
It's all about the love.
A lot of love going on there, dude.
So in Washington, if you're under 250 square feet, you don't need a building permit. So we're just coming up with some plans for
tiny house galore.
240 square foot structures. We'll start putting up some cabins, probably like a main sort of cookhouse type thing. I don't know, maybe some teepees. I don't know. That's
Dude,
what the
fucking containers, small containers. They have the smaller ones, I think.
We're going to start with the Vision Quest.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
How about just a meetup first,
it
right? Yeah, big meetup, have some fun. Yeah.
No, first to be the Vision Quest.
So what would this vision? What like I'm kind of
dude. I'm down for whatever.
Topic.
Pit full of mushrooms.
Okay,
I'm
fistful of
totally in, all in.
All right,
give me those fucking shrooms,
problem
baby.
solved.
This is getting wild right now. I'm all fucking drunk and reading all these chats in this fucking commune, and things are.
Dude, your guys' chat is exploded to beyond belief.
Yeah, dude, Grimerica chat's evolved. It evolved beyond me. It's just too much.
Right. It's surpassed everything.
Yeah,
like I said, it surpassed everything
I didn't even make it. Glitch Tech made it. I didn't even know.
That was.
I haven't seen him in forever.
He's on Twitter. I see him on Twitter every now and then. No, yeah, he's still active on Twitter. But other than that, yeah, dude, he's never in the chats. That's for sure. But yeah, he made that fucking forever ago. It's crazy.
There's almost 500 people in there doing amazing things.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot of these intention meetings now, right, Mello? Like I'm kind of just new to hearing about all that.
More about that than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the intention day room in the chats is basically something we do once or twice a week, or that's basically how it is now. We set a intention to specifically set our attention by meditating or prayer or a ceremony or basically anything you want to do. It's basically like a free form thing. We pick a time And I think the most we've had in there in one night is probably 7 or 8, somewhere in there. But throughout the night, there's more people that probably couldn't make it specifically for that time, but they'll continue to do it either that night or like the next day. It's really like however anyone wants to do it. And we started with somebody's back, and
like back pain.
Yeah, and within the next.
So these is like a healing thing. Good vibe towards intention. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're like starting with that, but it's basically like an idea that I kind of was inspired from the Gry America show, the one with the lady, I can't remember her name exactly, but it was based off of the power of the number 8. And wait, who? Darren? Yes, that one really stood out to me. I was at work whenever I was
you caught it, yeah,
and kind of.
Yeah, these things stick to you, man.
And then I was like, like, why don't we do that in the chats? Like, I'm sure that some people would like something like that, and we're comfortable with doing it with like back pain or anything that you can think of, whether it's like trauma or like, something that somebody's going through in like a mental way, but it's all depends upon if that person is willing to make a change within themselves. We can't really self-impose on anyone. It's up to them to really have the idea that we are doing something pretty powerful by taking the time to focus on a certain specific thing, which is kind of what I want to aim for more in it, is like specific things. I feel like the power of that is stronger. But like I said, it's like a free form thing. So it's like you can do it in any way that you choose. And yeah, you should definitely go check out the Intention Day room in the chats. There's a lot more to it. It's not just me. I kind of just had the idea, and then Ryan's in there a lot too. He's there for like every single one.
One of the early, I don't know, kind of trial runs that we did was for my eczema on my arms, and that turned out. I haven't had a major breakout since then. And Mello, I don't know if you remember this, but it's been a few months since that happened, and I haven't had to. There's no breakouts. I don't know what to attribute to it, but I'm definitely a believer. And when you guys were setting the intention and meditating on it or whatever, I was doing the same thing with you guys, and my heart and mind was open to it. And to this day, it's been a success for me anyway. So that's that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, it's like we're manifesting our reality, and like we all came together and we took the time to really, really focus on the idea that was going to go away and that wasn't going to be a problem for you anymore. That's kind of what was going through my head. I would just like mantra that, and that just taking 10 to 15 minutes to like focus on something. It's like it's what religions and all that kind of stuff have done for thousands of years. That's what we've always kind of done. We've like centered ourselves, and with the power of our mind trying to manifest the possibility to become the reality with the highest intent, for goodwill, and just it's all love. It's really just about love. In the end, it just sound like all like hippy dippy and shit, but that's what it really fucking boils down to. And it's really serious. It's more powerful than all the dark shit that's really fucking going on out there.
And we learned all that on Monsters Inc.
That's right.
Oh, that's true.
How could we not have a commune?
How could we not have a commune?
Pictures of the commune in the chat. I don't know.
I just saw it.
Dude, I checked them out.
it finally
Those are
loaded.
awesome, like Microsoft Paint fucking.
I want the
pictures.
blue,
I love
the purple one.
Yeah, man, give me
it
that.
looks great.
This is what I want. This is what
So
I
that
need.
mountain range in the background this is what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's crazy.
This
Roads dug.
spot is epic. It's so dope.
man.
The other picture's the road cut into the.
Okay, I'm gonna get the
all
road.
campsites now. So like on the Vision Quest, we'll be all camped around here. It's gonna be a little cold, so bring some gear.
Gear. Okay.
In March, yeah.
March.
I'm gonna check on the flights because I can make it for like a weekend for sure. I just gotta be
I guess I
back
think
in Nashville on Sunday night.
that'd be like it's by Wenatchee, so you'd want not far from.
Dude, that'd you buy from Justin?
That's I was just gonna say that's by Justin.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Justin will be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the closest airports would be Seattle and Spokane.
Okay. Well, like how far of a drive from Seattle is it?
2 hours, maybe 3 hours from the airport.
Okay.
Less than 3 hours for sure. It's probably more like 2.5.
Okay, I see the road, dude.
Seattle Airport. It's like 2 hours from Kurt Cobain's house. I could tell you that.
What?
Because that's where I went to from Wenatchee last time.
Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. This would be so cool.
Oh, right, because you're probably a Nirvana fan, right?
Oh my god, that
Like
was
you could fly into Seattle and check out the windows. Dude, the first time I went to Seattle too, it just lucked out. I happened to be in Seattle while the Nirvana show was on at the whatever that crazy looking museum is by the Space Needle. It was fucking phenomenal.
Oh,
when I was there, they had the James Brown thing going on
in that same museum.
Yeah, they had a big.
That museum is cool, man.
It is cool. They had a big platform shoe that you get inside, and it's like a surround sound theater. It was cool.
I got a real kick out of Seattle. I seen some dude get hit by a vehicle on his bike. He was pissed.
Oh, dude, I've seen people get hit by buses too.
I had a crazy
in
panic
Pittsburgh.
attack in that shoe.
Panic attack
in the shoe. In the big shoe.
Yikes!
Really big shoe.
I remember I greened out once, and like back in the day, those racing games at the arcade that you'd like climb right in. I just
yeah,
and hit out.
Get all warped into it. Yeah. Oh, greened out. Hell yeah, dude. Oh,
I haven't greened out since I was a teenager.
Oh, that's good for you.
Yeah, James.
I think I did that. Oh, the last time it happened
greened out
was
on the beach in
I
Oregon.
know, dude. Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta take a knee, dude. Sometimes you just gotta take a knee.
Crazy shatter pen and fucking. It took a James and fucking Cyrus in a matter of minutes.
Dude, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was
Cyrus sleeping in the vehicle. James on the beach.
Oh yeah. He's like, I'll be over here, dude. Every night, yeah. That was a great weekend, man. I had such a great time.
Yeah,
that was cool. That was right before. Then next year, it really exploded for you guys with the intent of Randall and everything, you know, and doing what you guys are doing now with these CAC events. It were just. It would be awesome to go. I just need a bunch of money to do it, like everybody else here. But if you set your,
I don't need any money to go.
If you set your focus and your mindset, and you could save the money and go to these things and be a part of the magic.
Yeah, the next one's sold out, but the next one after that is going to get announced real soon.
So what's coming up, man?
I'm all worried. I'm more concerned about this Vision Quest. Like this is what intrigues me.
Yeah, we need to talk about what we can do.
I figured that might be great up your alley because I'm not going to talk about it on my show or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounds very.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, we can promote this.
This is what I want.
Like
this is what I
20
need.
of us or something.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
community.
Okay.
The community just fucking tighten it.
The tight community. Yes.
Yeah. The original 6. So
yes. Hell fucking yeah, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, the next one's in April.
Okay.
It's April 16th to 19th in Duck Creek Village, Utah. We rented out a chalet. It's exactly 42 miles from Zion National Park and 42 miles from Bryce Canyon and Zion Canyon. So it's Center between the two cabins, 42 miles from each. We'll have Dave Matheson there and Brandon Powell.
42. That's fucking wild.
We're going to go out to Zion one night. Or actually, sorry, we're going to go out to Bryce one night and check out the stars. With,
Bryce Canyon.
With Matheson. It's supposed to be like some of the best star viewing in the world, I guess. So we're going to go check that out. And Dave's going to tell us all the myths and point out all the constellations.
Wow.
And then we're going to go hiking in Zion and do some star viewing from there the next day. And then one of those days in there, we're going to get the full cold training Wim Hof experience from that.
Kind of like a bear run around half naked. Yeah.
Well, we're going to do we'll have it in the basin with the ice baths. And
ice bath. Whoa.
Do the full 6-hour training session for all the attendees.
Oh, you guys got to film all that stuff too.
And then right now I'm trying to find someplace to get, because we sold it out. So it's, it's good to go. So I'm going to get everyone some towels.
Oh, you get some merch, right?
Towel for everyone. The towel, I figure it works to sit on at the canyon.
That would be awesome.
It works to dry off after the ice bath.
It works because it's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That was the secret one, right? Jerry picked it up.
He found it. Yeah.
42 miles right away was like, you got to have a towel.
Boom, boom. Got to have a towel.
So we're going to have fucking 42. It's going to be around 42 people wandering around the canyon with their beach towels, looking at the stars.
Constantly have a towel. You got to have it, dude. Yeah.
I can't wait, man. It's going to be awesome.
I have managed to procure some Vision Quest materials for anyone who wants some in the canyon.
Yeah.
That's all I can say on that.
No doubt. Yeah.
That's pretty strict.
Study materials can be provided.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Party favors will be provided. By
Sure. Yeah. I mean, people got to make the trek, and then people can get things.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, well, the other thing is that we're shuttling everyone from Vegas. So I mean, Nevada's legal.
Oh, you're going out of Vegas?
See, this kind of blows our whole Vegas trip idea for February.
Right, you could combine this whole thing, right? Yeah, and just do it then. Yeah. Oh,
that sucks. We were talking about going to Vegas for my birthday. It's gonna be my 55th birthday.
Oh man.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think I was gonna go to Vegas a day early, but now I might drive. I don't know. Everything. My life is so fluid right now.
Things change, right? Yeah.
I get that, man.
Anything down. And now I have enough people volunteering because Randall's partner in crime, Brad, he's just like, I don't care if Randall's there or not. I'm fucking coming. So he's gonna drive a van. And technically I don't think I have to drive a van anymore. I have a couple people that I might want to tag along with me, so I might drive yet.
As long as it's down by the river.
Van down by the river. That's it. We got 4 vans out of Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Fuck yeah.
You ever been to Vegas, Darren?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah.
How long a drive is it from Vegas?
2.5 hours. Yeah. So you go to Salt Lake,
Seattle.
Oh yeah. Salt Lake City is 4, I think.
4. Wow.
Then Vegas, I think, is pretty cheap to fly into.
It's always fairly cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap and
gotta fly on the right days though. Make sure you look that shit.
Shorter flight too than Seattle.
Yeah. Dude, flying's where it's at.
Is that flat Earth?
When I just drove when I drove to Colorado for this event, we got caught up fucking looking at stuff in Utah and drove 250 fucking miles towards Vegas.
Away from the cool shit. Yeah.
You're in Utah, you miss Vegas.
Dude, yeah.
So did you turn off at or whatever? And I was just holy fuck, that was hours ago. I mean, the beauty was we got to cut down the I-70 through southern Utah, which was fucking phenomenal.
Like a canyon run or
through you went by 3 crazy slot canyons.
Wow.
And a couple fucking crazy fucking views.
Yeah, man. I mean, when I went out to Phoenix and then I went to Sedona, yeah, and you see like the beginning of the whole Grand Canyon area and stuff, and then you're all the way at the bottom. You're like, I
Wow.
don't even know what's going on, dude. Like this used to be the seabed. Like, what the fuck, you know? Like, and just the grooves and there's I would recommend anytime if you get a chance, if you're in that area, you have to see this stuff. It's some of the most. That's the first time I ever saw the Red Rock stuff. So, and I'm sure I was, just floored, just jaw dropping, dude. Some amazing piece of Earth history or whatever you want to call it. Geology.
Bingo, nailed it, James.
The past, yeah.
Fake geology.
Yeah,
it's all gay and fake.
And yeah, thanks to like Randall Carlson and stuff, for like bringing it back into the limelight of like what's really happened there, man, and like how things what really caused and the way things look and the way things are, and
there's an impact.
Yeah.
Have you guys been listening to his new podcast?
No,
is it out yet?
Cosmographia, baby. Yeah, with him and the Snake Brothers do a weekly show.
Dude, Snake Bros? Yeah.
Podcast, yeah.
That's
Ever since we got back from the event, they've been doing a weekly podcast.
All right, man. I'm gonna check that out then. Yeah.
Sounds pretty awesome.
I'm gonna check that out tomorrow at work.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Randall's a laugh, man. That guy is fucking great.
Just a well of fucking information. Just infinite.
We're gonna be set. So that's the next event. It'll be next. It's August 24th to 30th, I think. Technically, I haven't even announced this on my show yet.
Yeah. Breaking news!
Damn,
breaking news!
That's all right. We only have like 200 listeners, so it's cool.
How many?
And we only got
I think it's August 24th to 30th. We're gonna do the Randall Carlson Scabland tour.
Fuck yeah, man! That's gonna be awesome. Scablands, huh?
Can't wait till one day trap Randall Carlson in the corner and not let him go until I talk to him about hidden history, dude.
Oh, just get him.
He's not leaving.
Flavor time. I know, man. We've all been silent here. We've just been chatting it up. What's on your mind, dude? Do you have something you want to bring up? Some shit or what?
Oh no, I'm just sitting back and listening to you guys share the love, man. It's great.
Yeah. It's a little family reunion.
Love lost.
Fuck yeah, man.
They fucking bitched out on the Love Fest.
Yeah.
You ain't never gonna fucking live that down, buddy.
No, I won't, man. I won't. I mean, I
dude, I was
up.
saying, man, that trip to Oregon
was through some shit.
When I get to give you a good fucking Charlie horse, I'll stop.
That's all right. You can do it. I mean, you do.
Dude, right in the shoulder, right. You hit bone right in between the muscles. Bam!
I have him out and then give him a hug. I can't hit him.
Oh my god! Today, dude. Today earlier, I was in the back of the van and I was getting something out and I moved my arm. It was up high enough to where it came down.
Charlie horse.
The funny bone.
Oh,
thing.
The funny bone. God damn.
Oh, I thought I shattered my arm. Like I clipped it on the edge of the door hinge for the back of the van. Just bing, and like just dropped what I had. Everything just. Oh my god, my face just hit like the bumper. Like I just straight to the ground. I'm like, oh my god. Anyway.
Funny bones.
Funny bone. Why do they call it a funny bone?
I was trying to
feel
Yes, you gotta put a joke in, but
my kid banged it and I was like, oh, you're funny bone. She's like, no, it can't be.
It can't be, man. There's no way, dude. I'm like, dude, I had to chip like half that thing off. Like,
oh, dude. So when I broke my arm, that's like where I broke it.
On your elbow?
I fell off the ladder
on the funny bone
and landed on my fucking elbow.
Just like sideways. The first thing that hits is an elbow.
2 inches straight up.
Oh,
it
crunch.
Was so terrible, man.
Oh. Dude, was it like a heat pain? Like just
I don't even remember. I
froze.
I jumped up and I grabbed my
Grabbed it, yeah.
and I just started like running around in circles like a
You see it, dude. All them skate videos, all them dudes that snap a leg or an arm, or they put their arm down when they go off the rail and snap their arm. They just grab it and start running around in circles like a chicken. Yeah,
that's exactly what I did.
Every time, dude, you just freak the fuck out, and then someone called 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear it all the time.
That's what my mom did, dude. She fucking called 911, and I just laid on the ground, and the ambulance came to pick me up.
What'd you break? What happened?
I broke my left arm. I was on the monkey bars. I was like, I was like 7, and I like swung off of it, and then I completely caught my fall with my left hand.
All the force
Dude,
right on your hand.
I've never
And
broken a bone.
Me neither. Sort of.
My hand was basically above my wrist, and they had to like cock that shit back in place.
Oh,
and my mom said that whenever they drugged me up, I was like, oh, what are you doing? And then like she could just hear it like, and I was like, oh my god, that feels crazy. Like I was like,
oh my god, dude.
I was super
Scary.
fucked up on something, but I don't remember it like at all. I don't know what they did.
Jesus.
But they like put it back in place, and then
I'm kind of gas.
arm was in a cast for a good I don't know, like I don't remember how long it was.
Oh, that just gave me like the heebie-jeebies, dude. That sounds horrifying. Your
Yeah,
mom's grabbing it. Here, let's fix it.
Yeah.
James,
Yeah,
you said,
and I was like conscious but super high.
What? I kind of broke things.
I was gonna say, dude, my mind's blown right now that you just said you haven't broken bones. You've been in,
Isn't
like,
that weird, dude? Like, I mean,
car
I
crashes.
would say,
You've
like,
lived on
okay,
a
I've
skateboard and a
broken
dirt bike.
Yes. Yeah, like I've trashed and thrashed my body through hell, dude. And I've never seriously, like a serious like bone fracture like that. Never had
You've
that.
never, dude.
Like,
You're
never,
the king.
Never had that.
Did
Like,
you ever smash any teeth or anything?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I blast. My nose was bent. I got hit. I had a line drive to the shortstop, and I was running at first base when I was like 17. I was playing like travel baseball. So like, yeah, the kids are like really good and throwing balls like fucking 80 miles an hour, you know.
Yeah,
and like so, and I crushed this ball. It was a line driver to the shortstop, and right when my left foot hit the bag, I like look out of the corner of my eye, and I see like the first baseman's glove like just wave past real quick, and then just boom, and it just completely shattered my face. It like it sent my nose sideways. Yeah, and it spun me around in the air. It hit so hard. It was like this crazy force.
It gave you a spin. You fucking
spun? Like I hit so hard it like spun me around, and I came down on the ground right on the bag, and then I looked down and just the bag started turning red. Like my face was just gushing blood. Yeah,
serious,
and I get up and I'm like, and Jamie, this dude that's playing first, I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh my god. yeah. So like I crushed my face. I've broken ribs. I don't count those. Those are the
dude.
thing.
Broken ribs don't because you don't have to get casts on them. You just let them heal.
Dude, I cracked a rib like 2 years ago. I'm like, give me that skateboard. I'm talking about.
I remember when this
show
happened.
You how to drop
James.
in on this
I
ramp.
totally remember when this happened.
And what happens is like, okay, yeah, the saying of it's like riding a bike, right? So
It's
yeah,
not.
it is. But what happens when you're like 100 pounds heavier than when you rode the bike? So you drop in and you just fucking eat shit. And I'm like,
Trying to
I hear
show
it
off
just
to the kids.
I'm like, why did my fist just go into my stomach? You know, like because it's on your side, you know, and you just feel it crunch, and then just like, oh man. So then you got about 3 months of just sore and pain and just annoyance. Yeah, I mean, I lived with that shit forever, but I cannot. Yeah, like you said, I cannot believe I have never been cracked my.
Yeah, dude, that's insane. Didn't your head go through a windshield or something?
Yeah.
Didn't your head go through like a steering wheel before?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I blasted the top pillar of a car, you know, right in front of the windshield there. I bent the steering wheel in half with my chest. Like it just never. Like I just cannot believe. Like you said,
you're a fucking
it's phenomenal.
superhero. Oh,
Fucking
man.
Back then I was. Now I'm probably fragile individual. I would
No,
imagine.
dude, you're strong as fuck.
I don't know.
You're feeding
Yeah.
off my energy too. I'm
Yeah,
unbreakable
it's
too, man.
fun.
I've never broken a bone, and I've fucking had some nasty spills.
I don't know. Is
Like-
it milk, bro? Did it do a body good?
I mean, I drank it when I was young, but I haven't drank milk in like probably 15 years, to be honest.
Yeah.
I jumped on the American skateboard for like 5 fucking minutes the other day and ate shit in my kitchen.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
You're like, give me
skateboards
that.
aren't
Give me
fun
that.
when
You're like, give me
Yeah, I
that
was
thing.
like, oh yeah, watch this. Fucking boom.
Boom.
Fucking
gonna bust
kids just fucking laughing at me.
Just gonna bust this sweet ollie.
I was able to go in the summer. I was skating at the park. I was like, there's a cement park in the town I live in, and it's got a big bowl and everything. It's like
it's
it looks
in your
like swimming
DNA,
pool.
James. Like you were born.
Oh yeah,
with skateboards in your
totally.
blood.
Yeah, it takes me a minute, but the problem is like if I jump on my son's board, like the trucks and stuff, like I'm 150 pounds more than he is or whatever.
Yeah, dude, the trucks.
Things are different, so you got to really tighten them bad boys up.
Oh yeah,
but
you can't have
anyway.
those loose trucks. You're breaking
No
boards.
way, man! You'll eat shit instantly. So it's just it's cool. It's a good little exercise thing. Don't try anything crazy. Just get the exercise. Get you. It gets your adrenaline going. It gets some blood flowing.
Get you
get to
active.
loosen up a lot of muscles.
Get
And
out
you
there.
lose your mind off of shit too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're focused on what you're doing. and
It's
how
tunnel
it
vision
feels.
is what it happens. It's like tunnel vision. You become extremely focused and just pay attention to what you're doing. And there's a lot of things working in your body when you're doing something like that. And it's a really good exercise system.
Health and fitness.
That's my health segment.
Yeah.
Skate or die. Skate or die. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
If I tried to drop into a bowl, I'd be buying new teeth again.
Oh, dude, I couldn't drop into that bowl, but I
dude.
could drop into the short side. Maybe it's about like a 4 or 5
Our
footer.
I literally might as well just be fucking free falling face first.
Yeah,
off.
let me jump into this thing. Boom. Yeah, that's what happened with snowboarding. So like snowboarding is great. Like, cause I was nuts. Like,
Hell yeah, you were nuts, dude. You're
My
James Cruz.
mindset with snowboarding was like, oh, it's snow, it's not concrete. But guess what? Fuck, man, East Coast snow is like concrete. So like,
No, it's a good thing you don't have any hills.
no, well, I have to go for me to get a good day in. Like, I have to go to New York. I go to I got to go to New York, and it's only like an hour and a half from here.
What do they got in New York?
They have like 7 places like all around the whole New York, but the western side, like, because I got to travel east, so the western side of New York there's like 3 or 4 of them that you can hit up.
Oh, you got to come visit. If you like snowboarding, you got to come visit.
Oh,
I'm a
dude,
skier.
yeah, huh?
I'm a skier, but I know some fucking spots.
That doesn't. I'm not one of them old school. I hate fucking skiers. Like, well, because dude, that was okay. I don't know. It's getting a little not that late, but I can tell the story of the
James.
rage.
Fuck it.
The rage against the skier
We'll
versus
end on
snowboarder.
this story. This is the wrap up story.
So the skier versus snowboarder thing started when I started snowboarding, and it was and God, it was probably not. It was booming when I would say when I first started riding. It would have been the first time I ever tried it was 94. And it kind of like was picking up right before that. Like Burton was building better boards. Everyone was starting to build these modern day snowboards like what you see now. And but the material now compared to what it was then, I mean, you're talking like my snowboard I have in my garage right now. I mean, if I pick it up and everything and carry it around, dude, it weighs like 4, 5, 7 pounds or something, like pretty heavy. And then now you grab one and they're like ounces. It's insane. It's all different materials, but starting out doing that stuff and at that point in time was pretty crazy because like no one wanted you couldn't ride at certain points. It was like the bad boy thing of like skating back in the day, like when it really took when Dogtown Z Boys and all that stuff, the gnarly
remember that
dudes,
movie.
the Danforths, like all these old school like just hate skaters, then that's the whole punk rock scene. Everything
Exactly.
exploded then,
Yes.
I still feel the same way about snowboarders. Get out of the
See, yeah, it's a thing. Like I don't go as much, so I don't know what the scene's like. But yeah, dude, I would be riding around out there, and I got kids on skis riding over the front of my board, doing stupid shit like that in the lines and stuff. And you just want to like start. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, back then you're all dumb.
To that fucking thing.
Yeah,
Can't even face us while we ski away.
Yeah, dude, I fucking annihilated a kid once. We were cutting like trails, and it made like an X pattern, and it was just a death hit. And he fucking thrashed like the whole top of my board and everything. It was just, it was a weird situation. There's a lot of like that was like the whole thing. Like we were like these barbarians or something. but yeah, and they wouldn't let you ride at all these different places. It was an odd scenario.
No, dude, it was like bikers coming to the skate park.
Yeah,
man.
it was like bikers, like Harley. Yeah, we don't want your cat
like,
here.
like BMXers coming to the skate park.
Yeah, it was the anti like police or something. It was just a weird feeling, but I mean, you've probably skied before you ever tried snowboard or whatever. And I've never tried skiing. I tried it like one time. They made these, well, back then they had those real small skis, those twin tip, like really small ones, like almost the size of your boots, maybe only maybe like 5 or 6 inches on each side of it. And so they were like real trickster skis, and like they were doing a demo because I was an instructor. I taught people how to snowboard when I was in high school, and the end of it, so I was like 17 or something like that. I did it for like two winters at this local place that was like Darren was talking about. Like, where the hell would you go snowboard? But we had these smaller hills in Ohio here. You got to go south a little bit, because I live like right on Lake Erie. I mean, Lake Erie is like 300 yards behind me, and then but so you have to travel south a little bit to where it gets a lot hillier. You get a big hill, and so I used to teach, and that was fun. I basically did that to get a free pass, and so I could ride all the time, dude. I got a million stories. God damn it!
You had a mountain, or do you think
it wasn't like a mountain at all? They're like these giant hills.
Are you good enough? You could. I mean, it must be the same thing.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, because if you got a big hit, you got a big ramp. Whatever, like it don't matter where you're at. And actually, it kind of was better because your trips to the top and stuff are way shorter. You're up, whoo, bam, blast a big hit, ride back up, blast a big hit, dude. One time I'll tell one crazy one. It was nighttime. It closed down, and all the snowmobile guys that do work there and stuff were there still, and they were like, yeah, man, we do this shit at night. And he's like, we can do whatever we want, basically, because they groom all the stuff, and so we put this super long rope on the back of the fucking snowmobile, and we would hold on to that shit like bumper riding kind of deal. So we're holding on to this fucking snowmobile, ripping like 50 miles an hour down the fucking hill, and then we have a half pipe, and we built this hit. Dude, I cleared the entire half pipe sideways. That was the biggest jump I ever did in my life, and I swear to God, I thought I was gonna die. I basically oh my God, dude, I've blown. That's what I mean. Like, you're falling from heights where, like, you say, okay, I'm gonna jump off this thing and onto my face, and yeah, I did it, but at 20 feet. Like, you're so high in the air, dude. You have no clue. Like, when you're full board blasting down the hill at like 50 on a fucking snowmobile to get all this speed, and then I just hit the thing, and it was just slow-mo in my brain, that adrenaline. Yes, you're like, I'm gonna die, like real slow, and then you just hit the ground, and you just kind of, I ride out of it and just kind of eat it after that, and just like it's like the weirdest thing, and it's just so slow-mo, like those adrenaline peaks are like what pushes you. And it's probably age related at that point in time. I mean, I'm young, I'm ready to rock and roll. That's all I wanted to do. I want to be a pro snowboarder. I mean, for sure.
yeah.
And then of course when I'm in that metal band, I meet this crazy chick and we get married, and it's a bad
And then
story.
we go down James Cruz's life story.
And I can tell you all that some other time. But
pick this up next week.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, man.
Fuck, buddy. The gravy run at Castle Mountain's like 25 minutes. 25 minutes.
Yeah.
You're going down the fucking mountain.
Dude, yeah.
But there's spots on that where you start falling, buddy, and it's like you don't stop for a fucking half a mile. And you're fucking one skis over there and the other pole's over there, and you've just been like, it's so steep that there's just no stopping the fucking
God,
see, dude, that was my thing. Like all I ever wanted I wanted to get it, like I wanted to slowly go west and then make my way north, actually probably into Canada, and just travel and snowboard. Like I was so close, dude. I was twice. I almost had jobs at Burton Snowboards in Vermont, in Burlington, and like they're part of their job every day. So like they adjust their lifestyle to the mountain. So like they'll all go snowboarding in the morning for like ever, and then go to work and shit. Like it's all about that good vibe, positive energy. Like. And they were doing that in like 2000, like that's when I almost got those jobs of engineering, designing and color palettes of bindings and stuff. And it was R&D. So like your job was to go out with riders and get feedback and then be like, yeah, they like blues and this and that or whatever. And I almost had that gig so close.
Now you're podcasting.
Now we're podcasting.
Dude. Yeah, now I'm podcasting.
Dude, we're gonna hit those slopes someday, James. Me and you, buddy. We're gonna
slopes.
hit them.
Yeah, slopes are fun. But I'm getting my kids finally involved in it. I should have did it years ago, but it's a different project than like doing something in the summer. So snowboarding,
I'm telling you, come here and Graham and I'll take you guys out.
Let's.
Graham's Graham's
I
bitching
have
about
the passport.
snowboards.
We could go rent a little fucking ski in, ski out. You just like fucking sit on the front deck, strap on your skis, and
one of those deals.
Down to
let's get it.
Down to smoke joints in the hot tub after skiing all day.
Now that would
perfect.
Be see
perfection.
What you're talking about. One time, one last one. We built this kicker on the top of. Okay, so there's this trail going down, and it has this big berm on the end. And what you were just talking about is at the bottom of a hill. So we're like, let's build a jump. And then I can just sky off this thing all the way down to the bottom of this. But I mean, it had a slight gradual like transition to where you could land and like ride it out. So me equals crazy jump. I actually have a couple pictures of this one. I'd have to really dig far to find these, but I mean, yeah, the launch up. I mean, the dude's at the bottom taking the picture. I mean, it's got to be 25 feet, just fucking woof off this thing. It was a tree stump that had fallen over and uprooted, and then the snow piled up, and it was the perfect like quarter pipe, and just thunk. And so it launched me up even higher, just rolling up windows. They call that rolling up windows when your arms are flailing in the air. Yeah. Okay, you remember in gym class when they're like, do Cheerios, and then they're like, no, do the bigger ones. You like stick your arms out and you're going bigger circles. So imagine just full blown rolling up windows. And then it, bam, hit the ground, and I go flying as fast as I can. I landed it, and I go just straight shot, and I do like a Wile E. Coyote, like slam into the side of that condo. Bam! Yeah. So like, yeah, dude, I've done some weird shit. I'm telling you, and that was one of the epic hits for sure. Like I didn't get jacked up, but it was just a great slam. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah. That's a perfect story to wrap this show up on.
That's
James,
so awesome.
Man, beautiful.
Come skiing.
Come skiing. We're coming. It's gonna happen. There's a lot of magic happening.
Don't go killing yourself on the mountain.
Don't kill yourself on the mountain.
We don't need any of that.
Words of wisdom. Jerry, who you got on Nox Mente tomorrow night?
I won't ski, but I'll watch and laugh at you guys.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna snowboard.
Tomorrow night we have Heather Taddy from Alien Highway, the TV show on Discovery.
Nice.
What game you playing there?
It's called Gems of War.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Candy Crush type deal going on.
It's Candy Crush plus collectible cards. It's
okay.
Fucking ridiculous time waster.
Darren, who you got on Grimerica tomorrow night?
Oh, sorry, we met Heather at Crypticon, remember?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
We only do shows every 2 weeks now.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
oh, that shows how much I
stack
pay
them up
attention.
like crazy.
Yeah, but you
we
do like
still release them every week. We just only are in studio every other week.
Yeah.
We end up doing an intro this week, but we don't really know what day we'll end up doing it. It's kind of just willy nilly. It just has to do with my new life schedule.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Oh yeah. Well, this has been a great fucking
rad
show.
night,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Our next guest is Strassman.
Oh no shit, Strassman.
Oh wow.
That's gonna be awesome.
Coming back for the third time.
Number 3. Man, that's wild. Just fucking that many interviews. Like we could only pull off interviews for like the first 35 or 40, and then we just turned into this.
Yeah.
This is just where it is now.
Important for the world too, right?
Hell yeah. Thank you. Fuck yeah.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate everything.
You guys will be running the commune radio station.
Dude, I'm all
There you
about it. I mean, I'm
You're
so
commune
down
all
this
day, you have
commune
people
fucking
in.
meetup. This vision quest is I'm putting my vacation requests in, and this is happening.
I would love to be a DJ on the commune radio station.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, and yeah, that's a good call, Lady Eboshi. All for everybody knowing, there will be a Shonen Dump episode getting released this Saturday. We're gonna be talking about Black Lagoon. God, I almost said Black Clover. Black Lagoon.
You almost said Black Clover.
I
Dude.
did. I really did. I'm such a weeb. But
we do need to
man,
promote
like
this.
you got Murder Twins. You got fucking Edgelord female protagonists. It's an amazing show. Black Lagoon.
Yeah,
we may have a special guest that night too.
Pirate mercenary group.
Yeah,
for
oh, yeah.
hire.
Pirate mercenary. It gets wild. So
You guys
check it
are
out.
way too invested in this shit.
Oh, dude, totally. And you know
you'll
what?
see, dude.
You know what, Darren? I'm having the time of my life and having so much fun doing it. So that's all that matters.
Watching anime?
Oh, fuck yeah, man. And then talking about it with my friends. It's the best.
Are the animes fucking each other, or what's the deal?
No, dude, it's not hentai. No, this is the whole purpose why we're doing this. I want to break the stigma that that anime is not just like child pedophilia and fucking like tentacle porn. It's so much more. It's deeper. There's great stories. There's wonderful stuff to it. It's some of the best TV that's been made.
You guys need to do is get your shit together and make a video show.
Yeah, we need to do
with
that.
good production values, and you'll make a fuckload of money on YouTube.
Let's try to do something, man. We'll do some test runs or
And
something.
don't be
We'll
goofy.
talk about that some
make
other
it
time.
serious but funny, like
Yeah.
you don't know jack about anime, or
We could pull this off.
anime's not gay. I don't know.
How are you guys going to
it's-
sneak that in around all the D&D?
Well, D&D's another thing. Someday I think we're gonna do something with it.
I actually, somebody said something about release. I think it was Reverend in the chats. Was like, when
Yeah.
is there going to be another Grim Vamps release? So I need to put a bunch
Right.
of Justin's fucking intros or his recaps.
Hey, I still own all the Gramerica URLs, right? You want to ever do something with those?
Right.
Grimerica
Yeah, man, that
URLs?
would be cool too.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys have? Can you guys start collecting pictures of them when you're playing? Like, I have Gramerica.com. I think it should be like a Gram tribute.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, because
dude,
the
I can
screen
grab
is up
pictures
You
there.
guys get the best shots of Gram.
Oh, I
Yes.
pulled great ones with him, like cats on him and stuff, and he's like,
Oh, yeah,
stupid
cats
stuff,
all
like,
over.
and-
Globe
and
with
when
the
he's-
globe.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got like his hood up and
Oh,
stuff. I love it.
Zeus,
I love it.
Zeus.
Two things. I'm thinking of doing a calendar.
Nice. Dude, the calendar would be sick.
And then I just want to have like this Gramerica site that's just like pictures of Gram and just like all this, like a Gram tribute site.
That sounds awesome.
It's
I
a
like it.
tribute
Yeah, I'll
calendar.
snag some good ones on D&D night. I'm pretty sure he's not listening anymore. So we're
Yeah.
good.
No.
Hell yeah. This has been awesome, man.
Oh, man.
Gramerica.ca/support, noxmente.com, Suzanne, Flavortown, Mellow Horace, Bill,
Oh.
you left. That guy, you left.
That guy,
It's
yeah,
been-
everybody, yeah.
It's been awesome. Thank you, everybody. Good vibes.
Great 130 is a great 130.
Love and light to the community. You guys are fucking great. Keep listening. Keep supporting in any way you can.
See you at the commune, Grimstake.
So, dude, absolutely. This is 100%. 100%.
Keep it on. Let's do this shit. Let's
Good night, guys.
figure it out.
We got
If you guys come, Graham will babysit again.
That's good. Graham's a great babysitter. He's sober.
Oh, he's a perfect psychedelic babysitter.
Well, he's like a guide, right?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, wrapping it up. Good vibes. See you later, guys. Good night.
Graham's a wizard. Graham's a wizard.
Before me, have came and went, left us their legacy, their brilliant story. This one goes out to my mother, my father, my sisters, and my brother. The time we shared, though it seems so short, it is like no other, no other, no other. So let's get together, have ourselves a picnic. These times won't last forever. My time machine's blueprint I've yet to finish. What would I do without the family tree from which I grew? Dear Mom, I read your letter. Yes, I received the goodies. Grandma knit me a cozy sweater. It has a hand warmer pocket in front and a hoodie. What would I do without the family tree from which I grew? I don't tell y'all enough that I love you dearly. Can you believe we're all grown up? I remember all our greatest hits as a family band very clearly. What would we do without the family tree